What's it, Young Jock?
No, nigga.
Young Jock be wild though.
No, fucking Robert Griffin, RG3. RG3.
You saw the glow up though,
bro.
Too much space in between the time. I decided to sit down to write my rhymes. I've been waiting.
When you don't use a bidet, you feel dirty.
then get like a water bottle.
No.
Like the squirt bottle, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, that's actually a great idea. Just
Hey,
get a
get-
water
get a-
bottle that's like half full, and then
Right.
Just squirt your
That's
entire
it.
shit out.
no,
Dog.
you just
Right.
crush it. As
No.
hard as you
Or
can.
get.
What if
Oh
this
no, Ali, or get your more talented homie. And
Hey, no, won't you?
can you get me blood?
You get me. Wife then,
Can you get me blood?
if you feel
Oh
like that.
no, yo, that's not yo. You dead ass ain't get a water bottle. Now that shit's in my head. I might
Get
actually
like
try
a
that
water
tonight.
bottle and squirt that shit.
If you're using a water bottle to squirt your ass,
Wait, hold on. Okay, so say you use a water bottle and it goes in your ass, right? And you is it-
Wait. The water bottle, the top, so like the top is in your ass.
No, not the cap, dog. Not the cap,
No
dog.
Man, what do you mean?
the
What-
bottleneck.
the the bottleneck is in your ass.
You got a long
So
neck.
I used the bidet a
No
while
cap.
back, right? And it was life changing, dog.
Uh-huh.
It's like you.
like shit squirting up your ass, but cool.
I've never used a bidet before, but I feel
I've
like
never
I
used
feel
it,
I
but
feel
I
like
feel
I'd
like-
enjoy it.
Oh my god, it's life changing.
I'm good on the bidet.
You could never like. It ruins taking a shit. Dog.
Of course, DDQ
Yo,
is
I
the good
feel
of a
like
bidet.
I feel like I wouldn't enjoy that shit because I just feel like it would be awkward as fuck. Like I don't know, dude.
But the thing is, your ass is
like-
still wet after. Do you like?
Does it like squirt
No, you
hard?
like obviously wipe your ass afterwards.
But like
Okay.
but it's toilet paper though. So like, what if
It's gonna be you definitely gonna have toilet paper in your ass.
Yeah,
You better get
that's what
the
I mean.
extra.
You gotta have
fucking-
high quality toilet paper.
Yeah,
or
you
it's
better
gonna
get
be-
like the Bounty extra thick toilet paper. dog.
Hey, so Ali, why don't
This
you
nigga
just
got
use
an ass
wipes then,
towel.
bro? It's just without the bidet.
No. Everybody that got a bidet, they got a towel, for your ass. So when you walk out, you just wipe your ass.
Hey,
Niggas, you know, it's funny. Niggas be like, yo, I just wash my hands. Like,
They gonna wash their face.
Oh
No,
no.
you don't touch that towel.
Niggas
my
think it's the
guy.
face towel and
That's the
shit.
bidet towel. Don't
That's
use
the
that one.
bidet towel, wiping your face with a bidet towel.
whoa.
It'll be an ignorant nigga like, I don't give a fuck about bidet, nigga. I'm using this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Ali.
Yeah.
If you feel dirty like not using when you can't use the bidet, why don't you just bring wipes with you, bro?
Baby wipes.
Baby wipes.
Does everybody use baby wipes? Is baby wipes?
I'm
Baby,
saying if
I
he
think,
feels
isn't
that,
baby wipes just like wet water? I mean, wet napkins. Why wouldn't I just wet the
No.
they're like soapy wet.
Yeah.
napkin?
You've never used baby wipes before?
Nah,
Oh.
I'm a
No,
man.
I'm just saying, like, since you like the bidet, I would think that's the next best thing.
I mean,
I mean, it's not like the same. I'm saying, like, as far as getting clean, like
Little baby on the next big thing.
Yeah, baby
I mean,
baby wipes definitely get in there.
oh,
I mean,
I don't know how you.
you
Well,
know,
okay,
you know
that
what's crazy, bro?
you be
I don't
fingering
really
yourself
know
when you cleaning your ass.
I don't finger myself, but
But,
But no, don't tell me you going in
Bro,
there.
have
like
y'all
that,
ever
dog.
seen that video of that
dog,
fucking
that's gay.
of that dude?
I'm
But
not.
that's what you made it sound like you did.
I'm not gonna give a breakdown how I wipe my ass, dog.
Why not?
No.
nah, that's wild.
Wait, okay. Do you?
Nah,
okay,
nah,
at
nah.
least
Yeah,
let me
hold
know.
up, hold up.
Do
Nah,
you
nah,
just
okay.
crumple up the paper,
That's what I was
or
just
do you
about to
make?
ask.
You don't crumple up the paper, but you gotta, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's how I know you still belong in the forest, dog. You need a.
Wait, Ali, so you don't go in your ass?
Huh?
You don't go in your ass?
That nigga be plunging that
I
shit.
fold my shit and then I get the left windshield wiper, I get the right windshield wiper.
I saw making a paper plane out of toilet paper.
Yo, it was so funny, yo, because one time I was at my friend's house, right, and I guess he like fucking wiped his ass and like the toilet paper didn't flush down. I look in the toilet and it's just like a perfectly folded square. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Wait. So this starts large, then he folds it every time and wipes?
I guess.
Yo,
Oh, that reminds me of that one shit where
That
have
one
you saw-
shit.
No.
talking about what the
Have
nigga
y'all
was.
seen that YouTube video of the black dude where he like
that
he
nigga-
wipes his ass and then he makes a triangle and then gets the dust out his fingers?
Yeah, I was like, that nigga's wild.
I think I saw that video before.
Nah.
I
He
think
was like, you see this tip right here? You use this tip to clean in between your fingernails. I was like, whoa.
I think
you get the shit out your fingernails.
I did see that video before. I did see that video.
That was some wild shit.
Too much shit on your tip.
I keep my shit's clipped, so I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I try to keep my nails.
You know what's
too.
crazy, man? I don't understand quality because that nigga like he act like he got standards now, but like then you'll get a phrase like, "Oh, y'all sleep on little dicks, fam."
Yeah, that was wild.
Whoa! I seen some wild shit on Pornhub.
Oh, that's what it was.
What does that mean, yo? Quietly.
He saw some little dick nigga wilding on Pornhub.
Wilding on some shit. He was tearing this bitch shit down. I was like, okay. Oh wow.
Okay.
Niggas out here.
Now you had.
He kept rewinding the zoom in part, so when they zoom in on the nutsack.
Yo.
Quietly, was it amateur though?
Corey, that shit was so specific.
Right? Corey does that. Corey does that all the time.
How could you even think of that?
Is that like Corey's thing? Like,
that's wild.
This nigga freeze frame.
Right. Like, damn, that nigga nuts big as hell.
That's wild.
Yo, wait, hold up. Is Drizzt here?
Is Drizzt?
Yeah, I was about to say, Drizzt, is your mic muted or are you on here?
Oh, I've been talking this entire fucking time.
Oh, no. I figured that was happening. I was like, there's no way Drizzt has been gone.
I was one of these guys these fucking idiots cut me off like 100
Drizzt is like, thanks for fucking making me a guest, guys.
I thought we were cool to begin. I had to earn my stripes already. Jesus Christ.
But when I say, yo, this nigga was blowing this bitch shit I was like, yo.
You know what they say? You know, the vagina is only 4 inches deep, so.
Hey.
That's a dead ass?
That's what they say.
The average vagina is only about 3 to 4 inches deep. It can expand more, but size doesn't actually matter that much.
I feel like most women have surpassed their limits, though.
Yeah, it depends on the individual. Some women prefer that. Some women don't.
I feel like
that nigga Ali, like I got hope now. Dead ass.
He's like dead ass. That's it.
Also, good? I wanted to ask a question about.
Stop disrespecting me like that, skinny man.
When you guys were talking about the ass stuff, I wanted to ask a random question because I've never actually asked another man this, but I don't know if this is actually the case. Have you guys randomly ever just got like anus itches that like won't go away unless you get your finger up there and just start scratching your anus?
Oh,
wow!
See, I never knew the cure.
I don't know how to answer that.
Wait, isn't that called worms?
We on the air, right?
We on the air?
Wait, hold on. Isn't that called worms?
No. You just have an itch. Your ass just itch.
No.
Itch inside your ass, and like the only way you can scratch is like fucking like.
No, I thought you was talking.
You get your finger up and you get your dad's dick or something.
Oh my god.
No, but they do say when you're wiping your ass, you should at least breach the surface.
If you finger your ass,
yeah, you gotta because it's like you got like shit like at the at the edge. And he was like, if you don't get it, it's just there fucking lingering.
Bro, if you rim your shit, it's okay. That's not gay.
I was like, as long as you're not like enjoying that shit.
If your finger is
but they say it's a lot of nerve endings there, so you probably should enjoy it.
What level are we at in toxic masculinity where if you're wiping your ass too much today?
Listen, you probably can't enjoy that shit, dog.
It has anything to do with that region.
Is there a gay wipe limit?
No, but the thing is, they said it's a lot of nerve endings there, right? Like that's where
you're real sensitive.
Yeah, real sensitive inside your ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dog, listen. The only way you're fucking gay is if you're fucking wiping your ass and that shit's clean and you're still fingering that shit after.
What if you're just double checking?
Yeah, Froob, if you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, you just like.
Let me ask you something, Froob. Have you never wiped your ass? You look at the napkin, there's nothing there, and then you go one more time just to make sure.
What is Ali talking about?
Y'all never done that?
If nothing's there, why are you going back?
Me neither.
Wait, just to double check because
I got shitty butt.
Dude, I can actually relate to that because like half my poops, I don't even like need to wipe. There's like nothing there.
Oh, you got them solid shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, I got like literally like.
She's just like Froob got loose ass.
Of the time, I just poop and
they just fall out.
Yeah, my ass cheeks are perfectly sculpted to get 100% of it into the toilet.
Oh god.
And I wipe. I'm like nothing. Got it.
Wow. I don't know how that's possible.
Nah,
so that means you gotta,
bro. He just gotta smell you.
You gotta go to the rim.
I gotta finish at the rim.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta dunk it.
You gotta Giannis that whole calf.
Speaking of finishing at the rim, what do you think about Alehh saying that Kawhi is worse than Eric Bledsoe?
Oh my God. Okay, so let's get into like our short
5 minutes.
Our short and sweet NBA segment. All right. So first off, the all defensive teams, all NBA defensive teams came out. Eric Bledsoe.
First team.
This is the first team. Eric Bledsoe, Paul George, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Who else is on? Rudy Gobert. One more person. It's another guard.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. First of all, there's no way Marcus Smart should be on there over Klay Thompson.
Yeah, wasn't that nigga like?
How is Klay not on there?
Huh?
How is Klay not on there?
Klay was second team.
Klay was second team. And
still though,
Klay should be first team. First off, like he should be first team. How many games did Marcus Smart miss? I feel like he missed a lot of games.
And the crazy part about that whole thing is that like fucking Marcus Smart got way more points than fucking.
Did you see Klay's interview whenever they told him about the
we're gonna talk about the all NBA teams because that's another big one. But yeah, Marcus Smart, he got I don't know how he got that many votes over like Klay Thompson or even Patrick Beverley, but he got it. Eric Bledsoe, I feel like the media, they just love stories and narratives so much where like when a team is doing well, they try to award as many players on that team as possible because there's no way Eric Bledsoe.
I think the committee.
Well, I think it's because statistically the team had the best defense, so like they just gave it to someone.
Because I don't know if you guys remember that year Marc Gasol won. On that year, Tony Allen was on All NBA. Mike Conley was All NBA.
I think they value team defense a lot more than individual. Like I think as a one-on-one defense player, Klay Thompson is better than Eric Bledsoe. But in terms of like team defense,
they were better. They were better this year.
Yeah, but hold on. Forgive my basketball ignorance here, but how does that even make sense, right? Because if you're talking about team defense, then why would you even factor in like a
That's the point. That's the inconsistency of the NBA.
How much do you affect like your actual team's defense?
But we know
Klay shut one guy down, right?
But Klay guards Steph Curry's man. And has to go drop buckets. Like Klay is guarding the best.
He didn't have like that good of a season offensively.
No, the only reason they didn't put Klay on there is because statistically the entire team for the Warriors did worse.
Everything was down. Everything was down. Yeah. But the thing is, when it's somebody to shut down, it's either Iggy or you're putting Klay on.
Exactly.
And
it's like, come on, like Klay is
Klay plays so hard on defense too.
Like he kills it. Like he gives Kyrie fits, and Kyrie goes past anybody. He's one person that gives Kyrie problems all the time. So that was crazy when I saw that.
The way the series was looking like, Kyrie gonna look washed, bro.
Washed? Stop.
Kyrie looking washed. Like,
hey, don't do that, Kai.
I don't think he's washed.
Really bad series.
Yeah, I don't think he's washed at all. It's just like that nigga.
I didn't say he is washed. I said he looked washed.
Well, if we're going by the narrative of that, like a lot of point guards, they've had bad moments this postseason.
Yeah, but he had if you're a supermax type player, because that's what he is right now.
I mean,
you can get the supermax.
We had four supermax players this postseason.
You should not play four bad games in a row.
Depending on like what the whole narrative about him like being like a fucking little bitch, like off the court and on the court and shit like that, how true that is. I mean, that might
everybody's saying that it's true. Well, the thing is, he's just he's sensitive.
Terry Rozier his
post game interviews don't help either because he's coming off as like arrogant.
Richard Jefferson said it as well. He said that Kyrie sometimes won't talk to anybody. Like he would just be
so it might be a factor of like he's just being like a little brat and like fucking like just not like
I think Kyrie just a weird dude. I think that's he's just a weird guy.
I think KD weird as hell too.
I think Kyrie didn't really know what he wanted.
I think it's like a kid. Like a kid that's kind of ignorant. That's like, no, I want to drive the car.
Well, if you're talking about Kyrie,
let me drive the boat.
No, right. You want to drive the boat, but your foot can't reach the pedals yet. Then it's like, so Kyrie goes to Celtics and is like, oh shit, this is.
Well, I think that's also it because I think Kyrie also thinks he's way older than he thinks he is because he played with LeBron, basically.
Well, the thing is, his accolades and what the credit he gets, because a lot of people say people don't give Kyrie credit, when a lot of people give Kyrie credit. Like they say Kyrie shot is the most amazing shot in NBA Finals history, whatever. He gets a lot of credit, so I think
say that. The fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Some people say it's the most clutch shot in NBA history.
Yeah, and he gets a lot of credit for that. And people say he's the most clutch person in the NBA, right? As he should. But being a young player, that feeds into your ego. And I think Kyrie has a huge ego, and he feels like he's a 1A. Where it's like if he's the best player on the team, they can win a championship. And I think it was painfully obvious this season that that's not true.
that nigga 1B.
Well, like statistically, it's like there are so little people who have been as small as Kyrie has been and been like the reason
That's
why
incredible.
He won the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, the only people I can think of are like Isaiah Thomas and like Steph.
I feel like that narrative, Steph kind of like disproved
Steph
that
is
narrative.
different though.
Well, Steph's like an outlier because like he's the one of a kind, basically. So
Yeah,
Steph is different.
There used to be that stigma where it's like, but you can't win a championship with a guard.
No, but the thing is though, the reason why Steph is so different and the Warriors is like it's things kind of came together perfectly is because Steph doesn't have to be a leader on that team.
correct.
Doesn't have to be. Draymond Green is the leader of that team. Steph is the most important player, but Draymond is a guy that gets everything going. You saw like versus the Blazers where every time down the court, Steph is not even bring the ball up. He's just running to his spots.
My nigga,
He's
my
just
nigga
running to his
Draymond
spots.
You know, it's also weird
up.
that the team leader also isn't the crowd favorite because usually that's the case. But like Steph is obviously the crowd favorite, and Draymond's just like the guy.
Steph is like the most perfect person to like market
Ultimate nigga mode.
because he's a great 3-point shooter where the league is going. He looks like a fucking baby-faced assassin. Everybody fucking loves him. His wife.
He's a Christian.
He's a Christian. He has a wife, 3 kids. Just
his
fucking,
dad was in the NBA.
His dad is in the NBA. His brother's in the NBA. His brother.
Get
His mom is bad. His sister's bad.
Yeah, his mama fine as fuck. Boy.
Whoa. His sister's bad.
His sister is bad.
His sister, yeah.
What's his sister look like? I ain't seen her.
Look like him, but a girl.
Look like the mama.
Oh,
we might have to talk about this often for research
Look like him, but a girl.
Research purposes, you know what I mean?
Nah, but the thing is, just like Golden State is like the perfect situation for Draymond and Steph. That's why with Kyrie, if he had someone like a Draymond that could lead the team, maybe it would work out better.
Clashing. I don't think it would work out at all.
No. I don't know. Maybe.
On our
Maybe.
NBA rant.
Say that again.
What?
We going past the limit of the NBA.
Okay. Past the defensive team, the all NBA teams came out as well, right? And honestly, the second team is better than the first team.
Yeah, I thought so too. With Drew Holiday, Clay, Kawhi.
Well, the first
about
all NBA. So the first team was who? James Harden.
Steph,
I'm tripping. I'm thinking about
Giannis, Harden, Steph,
Jokic,
and Paul George. Yeah, Paul George. Second team had KD, Kawhi, AD, Kyrie, Embiid.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Second team was like, what? That's second team?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because like I don't know.
Jokic is not better than Embiid.
Jokic is that was a huge shock. But
I mean,
the
again,
other ones, because
it could go either way. I mean,
Kawhi was not playing a lot of the regular season.
Right.
Like whenever he wanted a break, he just took a
All
break.
right, hold on. Let me put it this way, Brago, right? Because we have to remember this is all regular season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the two forwards that had Giannis and Paul George, who would you rather have instead of that? Because I think we can 100% agree.
KD and Kawhi.
Yeah, but Kawhi was not. I don't think he was the best forward in the league during the regular season. There's no fucking way.
He was kind of just coasting.
He was coasting.
Yeah.
I mean, you were.
Giannis
I was
was
literally hearing. I think you literally said this that you thought at one point Paul George was like an MVP level.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Paul. I'm not mad at the list. I'm just saying like when you look at first team and second team, the players on the second team like they're probably better than the first team.
Giannis was like runner up for the MVP candidate as well. So it's like,
isn't he going to win? A lot of people think
I don't know why you run up.
I don't think he should win, but I'm saying like
he's going to win. He's going to win.
Him and Harden are like
that would suck so bad
because the Raptors just won, right?
So I feel like those four are definitely like 100%. I mean, in my opinion, and then
Steph and Harden. That's like
and then like you can argue Jokic and Embiid, but I think it's pretty close to the point where it's like whatever.
No, I'm not.
I saw people having Embiid like as the fourth dude in the MVP votes. Like I didn't like Jokic.
He was that high?
Yes.
I didn't. Damn.
That's not in the actual AP like statistics, but when I was like hearing from people like people that talk NBA, a lot of people had Embiid as like after you got Giannis and Harden, you have Paul George, and then a lot of people were saying Embiid as their fourth.
I feel like a lot of that's the narrative around Embiid.
Yeah. Embiid, the thing is he has all the physical gifts to be like super fucking
He just
dominant.
doesn't have health.
But even health, and he likes to take a lot of threes. He loves to fucking shoot.
I'd be like, get your big ass on the block, bro.
I mean, he can't with Ben Simmons in there, but that's whatever.
That's a problem. That's part of the problem too. But that's separate. But also with the All NBA stuff, Clay did not make an All NBA team.
Bullshit.
Kemba Walker, that he was probably the guy that that people were saying he should make it over, which I probably agree because the Hornets they didn't make the playoffs in the East, and it's like.
Yeah, honestly, I would say fucking take Kemba's fucking ass out of there. Put Kyrie in third. Put Clay.
Kyrie was second.
Kyrie was like second team. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Put Clay and Kyrie spot and bump him down to third team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
but
I feel like I feel like Bradley Beal got overlooked.
Bradley Wizards are ass.
Huh?
The Wizards are not good.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm saying like if you're gonna put Kemba in there, if you're like just disregarding wins, then.
But the thing is, Bradley Beal didn't come on to like I think later in the season he started putting up big numbers. But if we're gonna add him in, should we put Devin Booker in as well?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like with Bradley Beal, I never thought he was all NBA.
LeBron was in third team, right?
Third team, yeah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it. I mean,
was hating that too.
Well, it's like, was it 28, 7-7 this year, and it's still like
It was a career average. I mean, it was the same as all this other amazing. I feel like the thing with that though is like
the impact of it.
Everything in the NBA is so focused around narrative. As soon as like two networks start talking about like LeBron quote unquote declining because he got injured once for like the first time in his career, people started looking at him differently. Even like, which is the weird thing, even players in the league started looking at LeBron differently, and they're like echoing the talking points that all of like the TV shows are talking about, which I think is actually kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, people get into like what social media is saying and what the popular opinion is. They just start saying whatever the fuck people are saying, and it gets annoying because they're not actually looking at the games. They're just going off what people are saying.
But also at the same time, like I could see why people are upset at LeBron being the third team. But again, like if you just look at the players like Giannis, KD, Kawhi, and Paul George, like those are all four players that I feel like definitely deserve like the first and second team. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
I mean, it's whatever.
We gotta get out the NBA shit, bro.
Yeah, that was the last thing I was gonna say.
Well, the last thing with the NBA was it's like a few things with the NBA. Well, first off, did you guys hear about the KD and Chris Broussard thing?
Yeah,
I love it. Oh
that
yes,
shit was hilarious.
So
cap.
Right. So Chris Broussard came out and he was saying that him and KD, they have a love-hate relationship and they communicate all the time via like text, right? And he went into like this like 4-minute like soliloquy about how they talk about faith, all this shit, right?
Like 5 hours.
Right. So KD on Twitter comes and says, cap, you don't have my number, man. And that
was like, yo.
That was like, whoa, Chris Broussard was just fucking lying about talking to KD.
On a 4-minute rant?
Right. And it made Chris Broussard look crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, damn, Chris Broussard?
Yeah, I was like, not my nigga.
It doesn't seem like him.
As soon as KD tweeted that out, I was like, I actually believe Chris.
I was like, Chris Broussard would not lie. Bro, I went back and watched the clip. He talked about this shit for like 4 minutes and went in depth about what they talked about.
Did you see what he actually said on like did you see what he said on what is it, Undisputed, where he's like, you can fire me? He said he would literally,
even down to his faith. He was like, if you have me questioning my faith on live television for this thing, then like all my church oriented stuff, just like get rid of me.
He said, get rid of me.
So, yeah, I don't have to speak.
He put his entire career on the line. Like literally, like he put his entire career on the line.
Don't disrespect me like that.
He said, FS1, you can fire me. He said, if somebody can prove me that, tell me that I'm lying, prove to me that I'm lying, fire me, FS1. All the church related shit that I got, like Drizzt said, you can just remove me from speaking. All that, like you could do all that to me, but it's like
now, the real plot twist.
He told his wife that he could go.
He was actually lying.
Oh, if he was, I mean, it's like you wouldn't risk all that because KD, and with KD's history, it's like I'm more inclined to believe Chris Broussard,
especially with Chris Broussard's history, because like out of all the analysts, he's probably like the only like NBA analyst that people actually like.
Yeah.
I think I like him like for like as far as like his analytics, I like him the most. I like Shannon Sharp just because he a nigga, but he's like funny. As far as funny. Like just hearing facts and like actually good take on shit, I like listening to Chris Broussard.
Also, hold up, because this has happened twice already. I gotta check. Matt, do you know your mic is muted?
He had unmuted earlier.
He probably doing some shit.
Okay. Just making sure, because two people were talking with their mics muted earlier, so I didn't know. I was just making sure. But anyways, go ahead.
But I think Chris Broussard is like the only person I actually like hearing that opinion, because I feel like everybody else just be saying wild shit, and like nowadays it's like they just like, oh, he's an icon, or like they just say like catchphrases with nothing to really back it up.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like also the thing with like Chris is like he actually has a lot of inside sources.
Yeah,
that actually end up being right usually.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's just like I really like that take for Chris Broussard in the past 2 days, how he handled the case situation, because it was like full of class, and he went back passionately at it.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good?
What's
good?
Up, G?
What up, man?
Chilling on it.
Damn, you sound tired as hell.
I mean, he just probably woke up.
Oh, we said chilling on it.
Yeah, chilling on it. What's happening, bro?
I never heard that.
Y'all gotta stop making every.
Y'all niggas ain't never heard.
I just want to know what he was doing.
Y'all niggas ain't never heard of
It don't matter what he chilling on.
I didn't know what he was. It didn't matter. It don't matter.
I'm learning all new kinds of phrases today. First rack, now chilling on it.
Yeah, I'm just chilling on it.
Drizzt, we still gotta have a conversation, bro. You big wild, but I'll save that.
Oh, let's get.
You gave me
that tweet. That tweet.
Nah, bro. I heard y'all was talking about this KD Chris Broussard stuff. Let's stay on that.
What do you gotta say about it?
Yeah, what's
happening? What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Good, Matt.
Man, bro. I
Yo, let him wake up. Let him wake up.
All my thoughts are on that, bro. Is it just shows how insecure KD is?
Yeah, that nigga.
And bro, he's insecure about everything. Like, if you're arguing the semantics behind a text, bro.
Yeah,
like,
come on. It's like you're trying to bullshit and like because you could just say, "Oh, you don't have my number," but it's DM, right? You could say that shit.
And then look. What Chris Broussard said at the beginning was, "Me and KD have communicated several times through text messages." Like, bro, the dude is like 50 years old. If I ask my dad,
it's a fucking text.
Exactly.
You're texting.
If I'm DMing my pops, right, on Instagram or on Twitter, he's gonna call it a text message because that's because it's text messages.
It literally is a text message. Like,
yeah. Well, look, I think KD is like marginalizing the phrase text message to numbers. Yeah. Like,
now you're right.
You can only text message if you have my number. I think that's what he was.
No, but the thing is, he was trying. No, it's not even. I think he was honestly trying to make him look bad because you could say something and say, "Yeah, we've." Just saying that, you're insinuating that he's lying.
Yeah, because he started that whole cap.
You don't have my number, man.
I mean, the thing is though, right? The thing is yes, he definitely did make it seem like he was lying, but he didn't deny talking to him.
Right. But that's the thing. You know, if you leave it open like that, niggas not just gonna be like, damn, Chris Broussard is probably lying then.
Basically what everybody did.
Everybody started doing that. I even questioned initially, like, damn, it's Chris Broussard,
bro. And celebrities was even like putting laughing emojis and like eyeballs, like, oh damn, word.
But nah, bro. The thing is like, I don't think we're gonna hear anything more from it because of what y'all highlighted that Chris Broussard did. The nigga went online, like he went on air.
He put it all out there.
Yo, if I'm what's it called? If I'm lying, bro. Fire me. And then not even just with that, but even like with the faith stuff, he's like, yo, like, I'm not finna sit up here and let this dude question my faith.
But he's a different type of nigga because I remember last time DJ Academics, when they questioned him about the Drake shit, he put the DMs out. He's like, look at it, this is what he DM'd me. Chris Broussard was like, I'm not gonna put the DMs out. I'm gonna keep that between us regardless of what he said. But like, this is what happened. I was like,
that's very respectable.
What? Niggas like, all right, bet. They posting that shit all throughout their timeline.
Facts. And I can just imagine the wild shit they was talking about.
Well, the cool thing about that though is like he was a real adult about it, really, because he literally didn't hold it against KD, and he was still like praising KD to a certain degree. You know, he's like,
yeah, but that nigga cold, bro. He acting like a little hoe.
Like Matt said, this just shows KD's insecurities, and it goes in line with what everybody's been saying. The Golden State Warriors and them playing this well, it has KD kind of a little bit like, damn, these niggas, they don't need me for real.
Bro, I don't even think, Brago, I don't even think that it's that, bro. I think that it's still his initial move.
No, but I'm saying that plays into it, though.
That's
because,
part of it.
This is the thing, bro. KD is looking for validation instead of searching for affirmation. He's trying to be validated by everybody else's opinion, and he doesn't have affirmation within himself. So the difference between the two is just how they make you feel. You're searching for validation if you want to please everybody. If you want to please yourself, then that's where affirmation comes into play. And KD is not going to please himself until he goes to another team. And until he leads that team to the finals, and that's just what I believe.
Yeah, but honestly, on the flip side, even though I pretty much agree with everything you just said, you got to understand from like his perspective, regardless of whether you agree or disagree with his move, like the media shits on him constantly. So it's like that's got to get to you after a while. You know what I
But
mean?
Bro,
like,
the
All that
media
shit.
stopped. Froob, the media stopped like mess with
It
KD
hasn't been
literally
as
after
bad.
it was
Yeah.
after that first ring, bro. And then the thing is, like now everybody says,
I
"Yo,
mean-
you're two-time champion, two-time finals, or back-to-back finals MVP," and he's gonna be able to do something that nobody's ever been done, like that nobody other than MJ has done before. Three finals MVPs back to back to
I
back.
think if he misses any games, he won't get Finals MVP.
Well, the other thing is that like he's not even on he's not even like there supporting his team.
Yeah, so I
Like,
mean,
he's not
like
even on
I
the
said, seeing Golden State sweep the Trailblazers, I know for KD, he's like, damn, like, because no matter what, if you're not there and your team is doing well,
It feels bad.
You feel some type of way because he's like,
niggas
damn,
don't need you.
they don't need me, right? And
And
That's why KD is the biggest luxury in sports. He's the biggest luxury.
Yeah, hold on, because I agree with pretty much that, but I don't remember if Brago was saying this, but I know this fucking has been said 1,000 times about how fucking they needed KD to beat LeBron, but
No, right.
You know what I mean? So, like-
To beat LeBron, yeah, but the Blazers team didn't have nobody of that caliber. Like
Oh, yeah,
Dame
I
is, you know what I'm saying? But like for the Warriors now, going back to how they play and seemingly playing happier and more free, and Draymond doing his thing when KD's in there, it's kind of like a middle finger without
happier and more free.
Yeah, I said,
Bro, it's
kind
kinda-
it seemed like they was playing better.
Bro, it's kind of like a fuck you without saying fuck you, because Draymond kind of like everything that transpired at the beginning of the season. With Draymond was like, motherfucker, you a bitch anyway. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well, Draymond even said that they didn't need him at the
What did
beginning
he
of the
say?
season.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that, bro, there's no way KD's not thinking about that altercation. There's no way he's not thinking about that. But
everybody knew that KD was not needed, which is why he's the biggest luxury. The only thing KD is an insurance policy
just in case
against LeBron, and that's it. Because you won the title without KD, but you know LeBron beat you along with Kyrie. Like they came back, they beat him.
Game 7 on one play.
That's what that was, bro. Was an insurance policy so that. Hey, if we run into LeBron again, we got it. Absolutely,
it's a
no
guarantee.
doubt that we can win.
But as for KD, I hope he leaves. I hope he doesn't stay there and suffer anymore just to go against what the media is saying. Because KD seems like that type, based on what the media is saying, he's just going to go against the grain just to prove y'all wrong. So I hope he leaves Golden State, man, because it's eating him alive. It really is.
Okay. Question for everybody at this point: if KD leaves, one ring over or under?
Over.
If he goes to LA,
does KD win another ring if he leaves?
Well, I mean, it depends what fucking team.
If he goes to LA with LeBron, he wins 2 rings.
He's not going to LA.
That's what I'm saying. If he goes there, it's 2 rings. If he goes to New York,
if he goes to the Knicks, it's 0.
I think if KD goes anywhere other than
the Clippers.
What about the Clippers with Kawhi?
That would be
look. I don't think Kawhi. I'm not sold on Kawhi joining the Clippers. That report literally just came out of nowhere. And
they've been talking about that for like Clippers shit.
They've been talking about that for a year.
They've been talking about it for a minute, but at first it was just Lakers. Then it became, the Clippers too, because I think.
Well, the Lakers are fucked up right now
because LeBron came.
Because my man Magic came out here and I ain't
gonna
be here.
I don't think KD is gonna win any more rings. If
he's too talented. Like if he goes to a team that's competent and he gets another superstar, I think he can.
Yeah,
it depends. There are a lot of good teams in the league. Like whenever KD breaks up the Warriors are still going to be. I think if their team stays the same, they keep Clay. I think
they're going to be top. They're going to be top 3 in the West. But I think
they're still the favorites.
I think the Rockets, if they add somebody else,
bro, Chris Paul's washed up.
No, he's not. He's not washed.
You can add to the
no, Chris Paul's not. He's not washed.
No,
he's not washed.
Not the problem.
He's not washed.
Chris Paul is washed.
No, he's not washed. He's not washed.
It's okay, Brago. Your favorite point guard is washed.
No, bro.
Okay.
But what are you talking about?
Bro, Chris Paul scored like 30.
He balled out the last game they played.
The last game, what he do in the first 5?
No, but the problem with the games earlier was he's playing the 2 guard. He's not a fucking 2 guard.
Oh boy.
It's not Chris Paul. It's the way they play the game.
He's not a 2 guard. Chris Paul is somebody that utilizes like pace and space.
I'm pretty sure like they're cap locked into basically nothing.
I think
because of Chris.
Yeah, Chris Paul is making a lot of money.
I'm pretty sure James, Chris, and Clint take up like 90% of the salary.
Well, I think where they fucked up was paying Clint Capella all that money.
Yeah, what they need is like a legitimate big.
Yeah, Clint Capella was useless versus the Warriors. Like he wasn't doing anything.
We've been talking about NBA a lot. I'm just
saying. All right. So okay, let's get to the Magic now and what Magic did. I mean, a lot of NBA shit happened. Like,
there's been a lot going on.
Magic went on ESPN First Take. Did you guys see all that shit? Wait, I hear a TV.
Yeah, it was great.
Clips, I think.
I hear TV. Who's that?
It's probably Matt. I don't know.
What's up?
I'm gonna say
that's got a TV in the bag.
TV in the back.
Quietly.
No, nigga.
No, that's me. I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
You watching the original or Brotherhood?
Brotherhood. The original's trash.
What?
Yes.
I like the original.
That's
too,
whack.
All right, whatever it is, turn that shit down. But nah, with Magic going to First Take, I didn't know what the strategy was there. I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish. But the thing is, he already left, right? And you say you're Mr. Laker, but doing this basically just shits on the Lakers and everything they got going on because now there are no free agents that's gonna go to the Lakers. All for shit like that.
I don't know about no free agents, but
no premier free agents.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a hit and miss because I feel like a lot of players, once they hear Magic talking about it, they feel a little bit better about what they thought might have been the case.
Yeah, but if it confirms your suspicions, Rob Pelinka is still there.
Right.
So it's like unless they get rid of Rob Pelinka, which it doesn't seem like they're going to do.
Well, I think it's like a good bit. It's like a risky maneuver because getting that much bad publicity, it kind of forces the Lakers to either do something or forever be tainted, essentially, with that organization.
Rob, bro.
They said that
if you don't do anything, then you're basically just ignoring everything that's happening, and then no one's gonna want to play with you.
It's so many so many things that's coming out because it said LeBron is going to be in the background. He's not trying to make it seem like he's taking over the franchise. They said two.
I need legit GM.
They didn't call Pat Riley for that position, and Pat Riley was like, "Yeah, they didn't call me, man." And of course, Pat Riley, what he did with Miami. And of course, his history with the Lakers, it would make sense.
I don't even understand that. Why would you call Pat Riley though? Pat Riley has stake in the Miami.
Pat Riley has houses in LA. Most of his shit is in LA. He has a legacy.
But doesn't he have
LA.
stake in the actual team of the Miami Heat?
So,
what do you mean? So you would give up your stake in a team to go and basically play a position?
His heart is in LA. He be getting the same.
I don't give a fuck. The weather in Miami and the shit, it's all the same.
It's not comparable. You can't compare them actually.
LA and Miami?
LA and Miami?
It's not just about the weather. It's about the culture and the atmosphere.
Bro, everything Pat Riley is because of LA. So for him going back to LA, it's like everything is coming full circle. So he would definitely go back to LA, but they didn't call him.
Bro, going from like a part owner, I think is what he is in Miami, to go into like a GM position would be such a huge downgrade and such a dumb business move.
It's not a dumb business move because you would still be a part owner of Miami, right?
I don't think they would let him do that.
How can you not let him do that?
I don't think the NBA would let him do that.
What?
Just how like the NBA didn't want the Saints and to be the owner of the fucking Pelicans
for tampering reasons they might not allow that.
Maybe. But the thing is, he'd much rather be in LA though. Like it's clear because the fact that he mentioned it and talked about it, said that they didn't call him, means like he was at least waiting for them to call him to at least be able to think about it.
Speaking of that, did y'all see that fucking reporter question where he was like, "Why did like?" What's their new coach's name? Frank Vogel. Yeah, Frank Vogel. He's like, why did you guys, or do you guys feel upset about choosing Frank Vogel?
Oh, that disrespectful ass question.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that reporter needs to get fucking fired.
Wait, I didn't hear that question. What was the question?
What was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Alehh, do you remember? Because I'm like doing a shitty job remembering exactly what
basically what one of the reporters was asked is like, so how do you guys feel with Frank? You guys settling on Frank Vogel as your third option?
Ooh,
like to Frank Vogel's fate.
But the thing is, I mean, that's facts. We don't say shit like that. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's like some of the most.
No, but like the way he said it was like so bad. Like Alehh said it in like a kind of respectful way. The way he said it was like so much worse than how Alehh just said it.
The Lakers is just so bad because
I think a lot of the Lakers fans are just fed up at this point. So he's probably just like speaking
from
a Lakers fan perspective.
Yeah, he's just one of those.
I mean, there was literally a fucking riot outside of or not a riot, but a protest outside of the Lakers stadium about the Lakers.
You know, shit is fucked up.
Seen that.
It's fucked up when you hire your third, fourth, fifth option, right? And then one of your options that you had, you put him on his staff.
You're like, that was so weird. I don't.
What?
Jason Kidd?
Jason Kidd? You're like, oh no, he has to be on your staff.
I mean, supposedly Jason Kidd is LeBron's guy.
I thought Tyronn Lue was going to be his guy.
Lue was his guy.
No, but that's too much of his guy. You know what I'm saying?
The Lakers are just so stupid. I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. But anyway,
like, you don't hire Ty Lue because that means you're favoring LeBron too much. But
who else should you favor? You have nobody else.
There's like no options.
I mean, Tyronn Lue ain't shit. Frank Vogel better.
Based on what other coaches say about Tyronn Lue, they say he's a great strategist and he's actually a pretty good coach.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Ty Lue, but I'd take Ty Lue over Frank Vogel.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I would take Ty Lue.
Everything that Ty Lue has is because of LeBron, but all right.
We can say that, but at least he had something. He won with LeBron. So
yeah, we're going on a fucking tangent again.
Yeah,
let's talk about something else, NBA.
Let's talk about Drake in the NBA. My nigga Champagne Poppy was with the Raptors and doing his thing as the ambassador.
He's an ambassador, right?
Yeah. Right, ambassador of the Raptors, the global ambassador. And people were mad saying he was doing too much on the sidelines. The coach came out and said something about it.
My man was rubbing the coach's shoulders.
The coach's shoulders. He was making fun of Giannis for airballing a free throw. Did y'all see Drake and his antics on the sideline?
Yeah, it was funny. Like, honestly, I don't have a problem with it. The only thing I think that could have been changed is like, it honestly felt like sometimes like he was like literally on the court. Like,
yeah. It did look that way sometimes.
Like, Drake, at least stay near your seat, dude.
No, but bro, I swear to God, I saw Drake go and sub somebody in. It was like, yo, you got it next, Kyle. Come on, let's go. I swear to God, but Drake was wilding on the sideline. But the funniest part is that Milwaukee and their players, they're looking at him. They were looking at him.
Who the fuck?
Like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, why are you worried about Drake? But the thing is, maybe they're fans of Drake, and when the biggest rapper in the world right now is on the sidelines going crazy, how can you not pay attention?
Some people think it might be a mental thing.
So much, so it's like
some people think it might be like a mental thing because, like, I mean, the Bucks have kind of taken like a turn for the worse when it comes to the series.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're trying to like find something to vent all of their frustrations on. Drake just happens to be that person.
And then I saw Shannon Sharp. This is one of the times I really disagree with Shannon Sharp. He was like, he was mad at Drake being on the side. I was like, nobody came to see Drake. What?
That's fucking bullshit.
What? You think niggas didn't come to see Drake fucking wilding on the sidelines? He's fucking Drake.
I mean, that's kind of facts.
I mean, it's Toronto. Like,
it's Toronto.
I don't know. I don't think anyone.
I wouldn't exactly.
I mean, I don't know what we're saying. Like, you really think people bought? Let's go to this fucking rap game, bro. Drake.
Yes.
There are definitely some people.
No. Here's the thing, Ali. Drake can fill that stadium by himself.
Thank you.
He can do it by himself.
What does that have to do with anything?
The point is going to be no. That's what I'm saying. People are going to come there just to see him.
Bro, are you saying that shit will be packed without?
But okay, Brago, when you're saying that he can sell out that stadium, that's to see him perform.
It's playoff basketball, but no, the thing is,
he ain't performing.
No,
bro.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It's like when people pay celebrities like
for meet and greets
just to go to a club.
Right?
No, you're actually getting something from Drake, though.
No. Everybody wants to go to not a meet and greet. Everybody just wants to be in the same club that Drake is.
Quietly, we know
that's true.
That's true. Drake.
Yeah.
No.
They do get paid for like a walkthrough.
Yeah, walkthrough. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have to interact with you at all, but people want to go there just to
association.
Yeah.
Toronto's probably one of the most alienated teams in the NBA because they're not from America. Yeah. Drake being there and being like a mega celebrity, I mean, it honestly helps their public image.
If you go to the game, it's a chance you might.
Bro, they were on the headline of every fucking news article yesterday because of Drake and how he was wilding.
How important Drake is. He's the talking point of the fucking Toronto Raptors being in the fucking conference finals.
And the thing is, it's not like the camera is avoiding Drake.
Yeah,
the camera is looking for Drake.
Yeah, but it's not like it's fucking hard to fucking miss that fucking guy doing all that.
I mean, he's in between the benches, which is perfect.
It's literally every year they go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, that fucking shit's gonna get sold out whether Jake's there or not. So I don't know, like,
true.
I mean, it is, but like, it's just like
it's not like that shit was like.
No, but it's more entertaining.
We gotta get Vegas' fucking Raptors game, dog.
For the culture of the fans and for the culture of like that city with basketball, it helps a lot.
It's more entertaining as well.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining as well with Drake there.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
And then that nigga they be probably showing Drake on the fucking like
on the Jumbotron.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't want to show Drake, but he's an ambassador, so he probably paid the.
They don't want to show Drake.
Give me that extra time.
You think they don't want to show Drake in Toronto?
Nah. That he paid for that extra time. Let's be fact.
You think Drake paid to be on the Jumbotron?
Yes.
No, bro.
All right.
You tried it.
Yeah, I don't know if you probably don't know who Drake is.
I don't even be giving mad head to Drake like Brago do, but like nah, nigga.
Fair. All right.
Yeah, Brago be eating Drake dick.
Wow. I'm not gonna deny it, but you know, it is what it is.
We got another victim of the roof.
Nah, Drake not gonna be there.
Wait, who was? What the fuck was that?
I think that was Brago eating dick.
Yo, you just nigga wildin'.
My man was nibbling on that hoe. Yikes!
Y'all niggas going too far. All right. This is still being talked about because it's starting to gain a lot of traction socially, nationally, about the women's abortion and shit.
Again?
Yeah, with the whole Alabama thing and isn't it in Ohio as well?
There's like 5 or 6 states.
Right. And people are starting to chime in a bit more about women and their bodies as far as like the whole. They're giving them 6 weeks to figure out whether or not if they can find a heartbeat, then they can have an abortion. And a lot of people, it's like it's kind of split. Like I'm seeing a lot of people go back and forth where it's like, all right, you got to have some kind of limit on when a woman can abort her baby. But a lot of people are saying you got to give a woman the right to choose. And I mean, of course, I'm leaning towards the woman, where it's like you got to give the woman the option. But the reason why I brought this back up is that people were saying that should men have a say, or the person who got it pregnant, should they have a say in this?
I feel like they should have somewhat of a say. Like I think ultimately, if the woman wants to get an abortion, like the nigga can't make her keep the baby. But at the same time, if he doesn't want a baby, and like you said last week, bro, if he doesn't want a baby and she does, and she decides to keep it, then maybe he shouldn't be like liable for child support.
That's my thing. Where it's like if it's a situation like that, and he says, "Okay, I don't want it," and she says, "I want it." All right, in the situation like that, maybe there's something he can sign that says, all right, when she has his baby, he's not going to be held responsible.
Even though that shit's trash, but yeah.
It's crazy.
That's real trash.
It's crazy to say, but the thing is with a man, and it's kind of controversial, this way of thinking, because I know niggas would get killed if they say shit like this. It's like a man has no say if a woman wants to keep a baby or not. Yeah. At all. Like if she wants to have an abortion and it's like it's his baby, he has no say.
He can't make her do it, but I think he does.
I was gonna say
you can try to persuade her to maybe want to keep the baby.
No, but if it's her choice though, like you can't do anything.
Ultimately, if she decides to go,
I don't know if you can't like
you can't do anything.
About, like,
I mean, you can't do any. No, you can't do anything. I guess. I mean, if you don't like,
you can't even do anything legally.
You just break up with her. That's it. Like fuck it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she has that baby, that child support is still coming for your ass.
No. I was saying like in a case where you want your girl to have a baby, but she doesn't want to have it, so she wants to have the abortion even though you don't want her to.
Oh, okay.
I think Brago was just saying either way you're fucked.
Either way you're
that's true.
If you don't want to have a kid and she do, you're fucked. If you want to have a kid and she don't want to have the kid, you still fucked.
In my opinion, I don't really like how the abortion argument is framed because, in my opinion, it has literally like because a lot of times people try to frame it as like a women's rights thing when that's like not where the thing should be, right? Because say for the real abortion debate is one of two things. It's either one, do you think that the fetus is a life, or two, if it is a life, do you think that the woman should have the right to terminate it, right? So it should be about one of those two things. But it's always like turned into like, oh, this is like men trying to take away women's rights. But that's like so like far removed from like the actual debate that it's like you're just like talking past each other at that point.
I don't think it's.
I actually kind of agree with Froob.
I don't think it's.
Froob. I definitely agree. Froob, I agree with that shit 100%.
Yeah. But that's.
I think if a girl's in a situation where she might maybe let's just say she can't afford to really have a baby and she wants to have a fucking abortion. I mean, she can have an abortion. Like,
but then it goes back to like, okay, you put yourself in that situation, like you made that decision to have sex.
Like,
so, but accidents happen, and let's say a condom pops or be like.
Okay, but hold on.
I
here.
think.
Let me say something really quick, Mac. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this because everything all comes down to whether or not you think that fetus is alive, right? Because it all like we have to get a strict.
If it is alive.
No, stop. No. Because then, if you're getting to that point, then you could just say, "Oh, like fucking, I have this 1-year-old and I lost my job, so I'm just gonna fucking kill it now."
He's already here. He's already here. No, it's different. He's in the world. Living.
I mean, again,
he's outside the vagina.
A lot of those things.
I think that.
No, I think Froob hits on the head.
Two different things.
So you think as long as he passed through the canal, then you can't.
I mean,
once you pass through that canal, then you're protected by law.
So you think 9 months in is fine?
I'm saying, boy, if you ain't make it out.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to tell you, my guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's some wild shit.
So if you had a wife and she was pregnant and on the 9th month someone just like stabbed her.
Well, no. See, that's murder.
You just gonna be like, sorry, bitch.
That's murder.
Didn't make it out, bitch.
Quad was like, damn, it's still a fetus. I can't do anything.
Oh yeah, and another thing I really want to mention because I don't think most people actually realize this, but even though the Alabama bill, I think is crazy because I think that there should be some abortion rights for women, but I don't know like what the exact month is. A lot of people are saying that women would be going to jail for this. No, that's not what happens at all in the bill. It's like the abortion doctors would be the ones that would be liable to go to jail. So like, I don't understand where this whole thing about like women are going to be going to jail for like
you can get your license taken away from you.
But what if a woman goes and gets like a pill or something? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, she does. The woman does go to jail if she like does that. Any kind of countermeasures, those kind of shit. Like you go to jail.
There's a pill like that. I don't think that's over the counter type pill. Yeah. So if you get prescripted that,
isn't a plan? If you take a Plan B pill, isn't that the same shit?
No. There's another.
No, a Plan B has
stronger,
to be within 3 days.
There's another stronger, like an actual abortion pill, but
really
that's like in the first few weeks.
Damn, y'all niggas got a lot of information. This Plan B pill.
Matt, what were you gonna say?
I would have to look into it more, but I'm pretty
we
sure
in the trenches, bro.
All I was
clearly
the actual abortion.
It's the first 3 days.
Okay,
yeah. It's 3. It's 72 hours.
Exactly.
You got 72.
Matt, no.
But
gotta always keep. So Plan B pills to break the glass, like.
What I was gonna all the Plan B pill does is force their period to come. I was just gonna say with Froob, like I feel like feminists just hijack every fucking thing that there is now, and then that LMNOP community, that infamous community that we always
man.
We'll talk about that.
I just feel like, bro, I feel like, man,
rap man.
Whenever you change whenever they're popping up out the woodworks and they're just saying, "Oh yeah, we men are just trying to tell women what to do with their bodies," and no, bro, the argument is not condensed to just that.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
As far as I'm concerned, that has nothing to fucking do with it.
And then they start posting the pictures of the people that made the decision, like what's common between all these individuals? They're all men, all white men.
Yeah, and that's another thing I see too, because like people don't realize that, like, because like again, this is always like put as like an issue of like men trying to take their rights away from women. But if you look at the actual poll numbers, and you probably know people like this in real life, there's like 40% of women like don't agree with abortion like itself, are like pro-life.
Right, yeah.
So it's like obviously the 60% are pro-choice, which is a lot, but it's like there's still 40% of women that don't agree with abortion. So it's like it's not like it's like 90-10 or something like that. Some crazy thing.
That's not the narrative they want out there.
Yeah,
they want that it's all men. It's all men that wants the shit. So.
Yeah, and it's like if it was that big of a deal, trust me, those people will be like fucking taken out of office like as soon as like they get the next election coming up. So,
and I also feel like there's basically no winning in any of these situations, because I feel like the way society is kind of geared towards nowadays is that everything is subjective. So there is no kind of foundation on what everyone thinks is morally correct or just. So when it comes to the question of what you think is life and what you don't think is life, it all comes. There's so many different beliefs that no one's ever going to agree. So there's never going to be a consensus on any of it.
Like Froob said, you're just talking past each other, and now it's just people just. I think I just hate seeing like empty posts on Twitter. Where you're just posting it for like
the frontier justice.
You're just posting it just to get some attention, some clout. Like you don't give a fuck about this shit. And it's just like that shit is so annoying.
Wait, what post?
The empty
Just
post.
empty post.
Yeah, just empty. Like you know this person doesn't give a fuck about this shit.
Oh, empty. Okay.
Yeah, but they're just posting that shit just for fucking likes. Like,
Yeah.
yo, men are
Just 'cause
trash.
it's a hot topic.
Men are trash for trying to take away women's rights.
Especially like
What?
aside from this, like when they be talking about like black men are trash or straight.
Oh God. Oh my
But
God.
didn't they say a female drafted that bill anyway? Wasn't it a female who drafted the whole abortion bill? Or am I wrong? I saw that.
Well, the
I
thing
don't know
is,
the context
when I
behind
was I did a class with women's studies, and like a lot of the people that kind of like spearhead these programs are women, are like white Christian women that don't want this shit.
Conservative.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
what I'm saying. Like a lot of fucking women don't like abortion. So it confuses me. Like when this is like turned into this fucking like men versus women thing. I don't know.
but somehow
like I think it's like the idea of men making choices for like it doesn't matter what the choice is. Like I've seen a lot of the picture where it's like men shouldn't make laws for women. I think it's just I don't even think it's
oh my God, let's not even go. Let's not. I don't even want to try to like talk about that shit.
Yeah, it's just they want to have their like
they want to have like
about they don't want you to choose like if I want to eat chicken, but you tell me to eat chicken that day, you know, it might feel different.
Ali, I understand what you're saying, and I'm sorry, but like women elect these people, right? So it's like it's not like
just women though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like if 90% of women voted for a candidate, that candidate would win almost every time. So it's like if this was like a strictly woman like issue, then it would always like they would elect people that would represent that thing. Like you know what I mean? Like women are electing these officials. Like the
way that you're making it sound is so simple, but it's not that simple. It's not like if everybody wanted this person to get elected, he would get elected.
No,
it's
but I think the point Froob was trying to make the point Froob
actually getting a seat in the House.
But Ali, the point Froob trying to make is that it's not about sex. It's not about like okay, you're a man or you're a woman. Like that's not the issue here.
I think that's completely
but this is this is my thing, right? Because like okay, when it comes to women's issues, women are in a very like I don't know. I guess you could say position of power. I guess I would say because like women are 50% of the population, right? So if you take something like I don't know, let's say like issues in the black community, right? It's hard to elect someone when you're like 15% of the population, right? Because you only have so many votes. So even if 90% of people vote for a candidate, it might not mean that much. But when you're 50% of the population, that vote counts so much.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's not about men doing this shit to spite women, right? That's not that wasn't the whole purpose of the bill. Like, nah, we want to take our pussy back. No,
it's
that's not.
It's like that meme.
That's not. That's not the point of it.
Even Russell Westbrook like sneaking to eat shit. It's like women voting on the shit, but like
no, because they're women that they're putting shit on Twitter like they agree with all the shit that's being spewed, but they hate abortion. Yeah, they're like, oh nah, fuck that. We don't want you killing the babies.
Corey, you gotta work on your my guy.
I'm trying to work on that, man.
Sound like you moaning.
Corny ass Corny.
Like you moaning a little bit.
I'll fuck you up, nigga.
130.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, Ali, don't be scared of that guy.
I'm saying, man. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
All right, Matt ain't gonna be able to save you, nigga.
I mean, Matt gonna be right there. What you mean?
I'm gonna slap that nigga too.
Oh,
He's gonna slap you double back. Yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking about anymore. But did y'all see the shit where like black women were going at black men because I don't know how it became an issue where black men had an issue with black women having box braids.
Man, bro, hold on.
Look, box braids.
No. There's no fucking context. There's no fucking context to this.
Yeah.
Listen, these bitches need to get the fuck up. They need to get the fuck up. They need to go outside. They need to get some air. They need to get the fuck off their apps. I've never in my fucking 25 years of living ever heard a black dude say, I hate box braids.
Never.
Bro.
I've never heard that. But I think this is what this happens a lot where one person would say something. One person would say something. Then all of a sudden all black men feel that way.
All black men feel that way. Bro, that's so fucking stupid, bro. Listen, man, listen. Most black dudes that I know, okay, will be like, "Oh shit, you got some box braids? Like like you got braids right now. That means your hair about to grow,
or you on your poetic justice wave.
Like,
nobody hates box braids.
Justice grades. Nobody hates, bro. That shit is
Kawhi
dumb.
has?
Or
Kawhi.
Kawhi has cornrows.
Kawhi have box braids.
Those are cornrows. Box braids are they're the braids.
They literally part your hair in a box.
Yeah, they part your hair.
Can you give me an example of someone that got it?
They look like dreads.
Quality. Show Alehh your box braids, man.
No.
That's box braids.
Wait. In the picture that I have on Twitter, my dreads are actually box
braids.
Bro,
Alehh, aren't you talking about just Google that shit? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, it would have been easier. Y'all are right here, but
nah, bro, because the references that we could reference,
you got to do your research.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yo, the first thing I look up is box braids on white girl.
Well, I know for a while, what was happening a couple years ago, I think Kim Kardashian came out with box braids, and they tried to like call it something else.
Oh, this is that Kai Green type shit.
No,
what? Kai Green has like one what?
Yo, what are you talking about? I'm slapping you in LA.
Yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
Nah, but I know the box braids thing came up before because a lot of white women were calling it like European or Russian, some random name.
White people just shouldn't get braids, period. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, they can get braids.
Nah, that ain't it, Chief.
But
white people shouldn't get braids.
White people shouldn't get braids, bro. That's sus as fuck.
No, it's not.
You say sus?
I think white men probably. How is that? White men probably.
Y'all ever seen Like Mike 3 where the fat white guy gets the braids?
Or what is it with fuck? The dude Malibu's Most Wanted.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
like I said, bro, white people should not get like fucking braids, bro.
What if
I feel like Froob would look good in braids.
What if Logic gets braids?
No, listen. Like, no, when I say this, bro, I'm talking about like, okay, so white people shouldn't get like cornrows. They shouldn't get like they shouldn't get fucking dreads. Because they don't lock.
Guy with dreads.
I think that.
You said, wait, Corey. What did you just say?
I said some white dudes like I with dreads, bro.
Yeah, nigga, you're wild. Anyways, don't listen to this nigga, bro. Please. Don't listen to this nigga, bro. No white person looks okay.
I was thinking about getting dreads.
bro, their hair does not lock.
Well, no, it don't lock at all.
Then so what are you talking about?
Well, Vikings had dreads.
Mine pops. Yeah,
Bro.
I don't really. I mean, I feel like there are some things from each race that aesthetically looks appealing and some don't. But like,
you're
it
not gonna see
depends on how you carry the look. Like for instance, like I know like a white rapper, Tom McDonald. He has like dreads and he looks fine. Actually, I think or braids or whatever. I guess it would be.
Niggas with a comb over look wild. So I don't know.
Yo, that's so the truth.
Oh, bro, the niggas that put they put like fucking 2 S curls in their hair.
Yeah.
And then that hoe be straight fool, like nigga, that hoe flapping the wind, dog.
So somebody that does that. Do you guys know who Jadena is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's Jadena's real hair or does he get.
Bro, that shit freaked me the fuck out.
Nah. You know what the hell was like the wildest shit that I've ever seen, like with a black man and the way that they got their hair cut.
Is that Young Jock?
No, nigga.
Young Jock be wild though.
No, fucking Robert Griffin, RG3.
RG3, you saw the glow up though,
bro. that nigga was straight up not getting edge ups, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't getting edge ups,
bro. That nigga was getting his hair cut at Supercuts.
Yeah, he wasn't getting edge ups.
He was getting his hair cut at Supercuts, dog.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen that video of the white kid with the do rag and like the mall or whatever?
Wave check.
Yeah.
Wave check. That shit was lit.
Yo,
that shit was
lit. Nah, that shit looked just like Froob. Oh god.
But the reason why, Matt, I don't agree with you saying white people can't get braids or dreads or whatever, is because honestly, with black culture today, it's just so popping. It's like everybody everybody's just taking bits and pieces of it and kind of just like well, hey, suck my dick from the back. Like
I just said shouldn't.
No, but I feel like, but honestly, but some.
I thought you were talking about girls for a second.
Yo, last on that wave.
I feel like some people honestly do it as like because of how much they respect black culture, and it's just like they feel like it's just a part of them, and it's just I just want to get
like a Jeremy Lin situation. I can understand that.
Yeah, but it's just like what I'm saying, like how niggas get like fucking anime tattoos and shit, like what I'm saying. It's just I'm embracing. I'm embracing. Yeah, Kenny Martin was fucking wilding. Like, come on, dog.
The man got Chinese tattoos.
Got Chinese tattoos on him. Like, so it's just like you're just embracing the culture, and I feel like as long as you're not disrespectful with it. And it's like you're doing it like literally you're just paying homage because of how much you enjoy the culture. It's like like white people like just playing hip hop like like fucking Froob. Froob listens to fucking more like more Young Thug than Jonas Brothers, but it's like he just fucking loves the genre. You know what I'm saying?
What you think white people listen to?
Yeah, Jonas Brothers and like Katy Perry.
Yo, Tristan, you listen to Jonas Brothers?
I've actually never listened to the Jonas Brothers.
You don't like that motherfucker.
But yeah, I saw this one video one time where they're like, it was like this dude in a hallway, and he was like some like fucking white like hippie type kid with dreads, and this like black girl walked up to him, and she was like, "Yo, like fucking like, what are you doing? You're like copying my culture, yada yada yada." And like he didn't even say anything.
Get the fuck out of here.
He didn't even say anything to this girl. She just like walked up to him. She's like, "Yo, cut that shit off right now." And he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
No, that's wild.
That's wild. Come on, like come on. Like, that's like y'all remember that video that video I linked about that woman that was twerking to Chopsticks by
no.
I don't know. That's wrong chat, cuz.
By Schoolboy Q. Yeah, Corey retweeted it, but
I did.
She had on like a Chinese outfit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I went to the comments of it, and a lot of people were mad that she was twerking in that outfit. And they're like, "Yo, why would you choose this to kind of twerk in? You're disrespecting our culture."
This goes back to the Halloween shit where people aren't allowed to wear anything that's even remotely ethnic in any way.
Like blackface. Yeah.
I think
or like the Moana thing or like shit like that. People can't dress.
I think you don't have to alter your skin color to cosplay.
Yeah, you don't have to change your skin color to do that shit.
Yeah, like that's going a bit far.
Or like green or something, but like trying to change your skin color to look like another race is just offensive.
Like Drizzt coming to Anime Expo as Aokiji is just like, come on, Drizzt.
I can grow an afro though.
Let's not go there. Let's not go to the cosplay shit. But I'm just saying, as the residential Asian dude, the chick that was twerking in whatever the fuck she was, keep doing your thing.
She was killing it.
I actually haven't thought about this topic like at all, so I'm genuinely curious.
I got you quietly.
Do you guys actually think it would be offensive if someone like fucking was like doing like like just like a Mr. T, I guess thing, just like fucking around with like a mohawk or something?
That's fine. That's fine.
As long as he's not black.
As long as you don't try to do the black face thing. And the thing is, I think it just goes back to the history of America, and that's why it looks so crazy. Because in the Caribbean, people do that, and you don't look at it that way. It's not viewed that way because the history isn't like it is in America.
Wait, what did the people in Caribbean do?
Like some people will darken their skin.
Alehh.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It's hard for me because I feel like on one hand, like if I saw some like white kid with like fucking like he like fucking painted his skin black and he was like trying to fucking dress up as Mr. T. I can understand how you got mad at that, but I don't know. I feel like the intention matters a lot because I feel like that's a lot different than like, I don't know, say like it's fucking Cinco de Mayo and you got a bunch of like white kids with like fucking sombreros on like, oh yeah, let's fucking drink some tequila. But I feel like that's like way more offensive.
But it's so hard to kind of gauge what the intent was with most things. So it's just like somebody's like, nah, I'm paying homage, bro. And it's like,
nah, you gonna pay these hands, cat.
Yeah, precisely. So it's just like, just stay away from it for the most part. Please. Don't paint your skin black.
This turned into a white people don't do segment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, because there was this thing on Twitch where I don't know if you guys have heard of Apex Legends or ever played it.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this girl, she like cosplayed one of the characters, and one of the characters, she's just like a black girl, pretty much.
I heard about that.
And she cosplayed as her, and like people gave her a bunch of shit for it, and like I personally, I was kind of confused. I think she did get banned.
Yeah, she got banned.
Yo, so I don't know. Is Champagne Poppy out here wilding? I just had to go back to Drake right quick. He changed his profile pic. He changed his profile pic to the Bucks owner daughter, and he out.
No,
there
but what
tweaking,
did she do though? No, say what she did. Say what she did. What did she do?
She came to the game with the Pusha T.
I bet. I
Yo,
bet.
Brago,
I bet.
I bet. See that shit.
I bet.
Brago,
Huh?
quick question though. Did you tweet out the questions?
Nah, I'm about to.
Bro, yeah, I asked you that in the DM, my nigga.
Yeah, grow some balls and actually say it instead of texting it.
I was trying. First
He's
off,
trying not to.
I was trying to be professional and I said it on air, whole ass nigga.
Well, there goes the professionalism. All right. Since we're on Alabama, do you guys see where they refused to air the gay rat wedding?
Bro, hey, that's fire. Salute to Alabama.
So,
but y'all niggas,
I don't know if that's fire, but
still,
Yo, this dude's mad.
y'all niggas is still wilding out there in Alabama trying to fucking have incest.
Okay,
shit.
so right. So here's the thing. On the last podcast, real quick, quietly. On the last podcast, I know some people disagreed with our stance on Mr. Ratburn and them airing his marriage on Arthur.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Right? People didn't really agree with how we were saying, like, there's no need for that. People said that, well, in Powerpuff Girls, they had gay people in Powerpuff Girls.
Well, him? You talking about him?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay, so the devil, him, he was like, he had a deep voice, but he dressed like a bitch. And, like, he even had heels on, but that nigga, like, it was implied that he was like the devil, though.
Right. So, the thing is, was it ever an episode in which they made a point to point out the fact that him was gay?
No, it wasn't.
Right? They didn't have a moment where him is coming out of his spaceship and he saw another man in there and it's like, yo, come back home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't any of that where it's like you're kind of leading it to say, okay, it's something that kid's going to ask a question about. Now a kid is going to be like, wait, why are two men getting married? Right?
If you look at the picture, right?
Or two rats.
For the if you look at the picture, out of everybody smiling, Arthur's the only one who's looking like he's not fucking with the shits. And
really?
I put it in the podcast. Arthur's the only one who looks like
that might be the thumbnail.
He's the only one looking like he's not fucking with it. Everybody else smiling.
Oh shit. Okay. Arthur like, hold up. Listen. I mean, I went to the comment section when this was posted on social media, and I expected a lot of people to be like, yo, y'all are trash. I saw a lot of people saying, respect Alabama for doing this shit. A lot of people were saying, y'all are right for not airing this shit. I was surprised, because normally for some shit like this, it's like a lot of backlash.
Yo, I was just going to address the elephant in the room, bro. I actually kind of agree with what manga critics said in the comment section on that fucking...
Yeah, no. I mean... It makes sense what he said makes sense. I think after you said it the first night, Froob, it's just like it's the way to normalize it so that gay people don't grow up and be ostracized because people are gonna be young. It does make sense. It's not like the craziest thing, but I guess
so. It started, bro. The thing is, you don't have to do that because with today's society, that's gonna happen regardless.
But they probably feel like it's
no, but that's forcing it, right? That's forcing it where you're trying to put gay people exist and you need to know now. As you grow up with today's society and how many gay people are integrated in society, that's great. Gay people are people, right? As you grow up, you're going to see different relationships and different things. And it's like, I feel like you got to let this happen as organically as possible.
I understand what you're saying,
bro. I think
Brago,
it's a countermeasure because
no, but Froob, do you think that's organic? Do you think showing that in a kid's show is organic?
Let me say this though, because the problem is that I understand you guys are gonna disagree with this because it comes back to this every single time. But like the argument is that like, say for example, like people make these same exact arguments that you're making for like women representation in like the Avengers or fucking minorities and like superhero movies and shit like that.
But that ruins things, Froob. That ruins things. The whole thing they did in Avengers, it felt forced. It was no need for it, right?
About the woman segment?
The woman thing. No need for it.
It's honestly a countermeasure because a lot of us, I'm not going to say everybody in here, but I know growing up, we was taught that shit was wrong. That gay shit was wrong. So get off that gay shit. So now it's like a countermeasure to like, you grow up seeing this shit, maybe on a cartoon, you might be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. But
look, what I feel like in this, right? Like, Brago, just to piggyback off of what you were saying about the women shit, there's nothing wrong with that woman. There's nothing per se wrong with the woman shit. Yeah, it was forced, but it's to make women feel a little bit better, right?
But I think you kind of lose weight. Go ahead.
It's to make women feel a little bit better.
But
with the representation of homosexuality, I don't think that's gonna be as acceptable because it's not it's not normal.
Not deemed the norm.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the norm.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to change, though. They're trying to make it. They're
people are gonna have.
No, I think
it's not the norm.
I don't think. I don't think that they're. I don't think that they're. Yeah, I think that some people are trying to normalize it. Some there's an agenda definitely to normalize it, but I don't think that agenda is gonna like uphold.
I don't think it's the agenda, though. I think it's just. I think it's they just trying to bring more acceptance is what they really trying to do.
But wouldn't you guys be more offended?
Exactly, and that's normalizing it. But if there's more acceptance, if there's more acceptance, then that's normalizing.
But it'd be like if some like you was watching, like, let's just say for instance, if you're watching Friends or whatever, and you're watching Friends all the way to the last season, and the last season they just try to force like a black friend. Yeah, you mean?
No, well, I think it's this. Hold on, Matt. Let me just. I think it's whether you believe you're born gay or whether you believe your environment and what you see can quote unquote make you gay, quote unquote. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, like it depends on what you believe. Because if you think that people are just born gay, then no matter what you see, you'll never be gay because you weren't born like that. But if you believe, I believe in both. I think some people are born gay, and I think you can grow up.
And some niggas just make that choice.
No, but here's the thing.
You can also make a choice.
But quietly, what about the dudes in jail that go into jail like for 30 years to be straight? Then when they get to jail, they're like fucking. They get broken in.
They make
because that's all they have, bro. That's all they have. So then it's like, bro, for them. And that's obviously that's obviously they're dealing with the circumstances that they've been dealt. So like. I don't think that's a fair. That's not a fair assessment to like you're comparing jail to the real world where like
it's a society in jail,
bro. But there's no choices that are.
You got a choice, bro.
No, you don't.
You got a choice.
You just said in jail. You just said in jail if a nigga like gets raped or something. He gets.
But no, he's not talking about rape. He's just talking about people that are like just straight up.
No, they go to right. They go to jail, right? And of course, some people get taken advantage of, but that doesn't make you gay, right? But after that happens, they just say, "Fuck it," like that's me.
I'm talking about the nigga that's going out taking cheeks himself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting these cheeks.
Yeah,
he's gay.
No, I don't think he's gay.
Whoa, he's gay.
I don't think he's gay.
I mean,
I don't think he's gay.
I definitely don't think
that he's gay.
Yeah, I don't because I don't think he's.
Thank you, Matt.
He's just doing it to survive.
You are fucking a dude to try to bust a nut. You're gay, like.
But I'm not doing it because I enjoy it. Like.
And what are you doing it for? Because you can jerk off.
I'm backed up. No, I'm backed up.
What do you mean you're backed up?
What are you, a hentai
Now, see, I don't know. That's where you get that. That's where you get it.
I bet you won't tell him he's gay though.
But look, check this out. So I was having a conversation with this girl, and she's like all pro women's rights and all that bullshit. Not bullshit, but you know, I'm just saying. But so we're having a conversation, and then so her friend is there too, and her friend's like, so Matt, tell her your stance on transgender women. Okay, set up. So I told her, and then she's like, okay, and then so we tried to like come to the middle ground.
Transgender.
So we're having a conversation and shit. We're talking, and so she goes. So we're talking about obviously the little sports thing, the athletic side, right? No, not even just track, just the athletic side. Whether it be a wrestler, a fucking fighter, a runner, whatever you want to say, a basketball player. So at one point in the conversation, she's like, "Man, like, so what? The parents will just have to deal with it. Like, the parents will just have to deal with it if if another kid is a transgender woman." And I'm like, okay, so just the way that you said that they'll have to deal with it, and that the same way that I feel about that is the same way like how these people are just making these laws about abortion and shit, right? And I use that to reinforce the fact that Yeah, it's gonna be like there's an agenda for it to be normalized for a sense like this gay shit. There's an agenda for it to be normalized, but whenever it gets over into the gray area, whenever it leaves the white area and it comes into the gray, right? When there has to be a choice to be made, then you're gonna see where people really stand with it. Because like with the laws shit and this abortion shit, right? Like some people say, oh, you shouldn't. It's a woman's choice, whatever the case may be. Then you have all these laws come in, and they're like, yeah, fuck y'all's opinion. We're gonna do what the fuck we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, what I'm saying, bro, is like this whole thing as far as normalizing it, it's only gonna go for so far until people like wake the fuck up and then like, yeah, like what the fuck have we been doing? Like, what are we doing, dog? And I think this is one of those circumstances. You got people in Alabama that are like, yeah, we're not airing that shit because that's dumb. That's crossing the line.
Yeah, I don't really bro, I don't really care what I kind of read the comment with BMC, bro. And
I didn't read that shit. What did he say?
Bro, regardless of what that nigga said, bro, I still don't believe that shit should be aired on the PBS. Like fucking Arthur, no, bro, that shit wild. Regardless, like no, bro. Like
I don't know. Like the thing is like I didn't watch.
Would there be to introduce that to a young kid, bro?
Have we ever had look? Okay. Before this, right? Before this, on a wide scale show that we can all like reference back to, like to our childhood. Can we think of a show that had homosexuality representation?
No, I don't think so.
Aside from like a Degrassi or something where like that's the whole angle, right? Where they show you
different stories, different experiences and shit.
I mean, bro, have we had the representation be like grown women or grown folks in a show?
Isn't
I'm trying to think of
the girl in Arrow? Isn't she gay?
That's like recent though, like.
Bro, that's recent. I'm talking about Ali. I'm talking about like 2000s, 1990s.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to kid shows. I can't think of a kid show that.
Kid show.
Yeah, but what's your point? I'm kind of confused. Where you're going with this, Matt?
I'm asking why start now?
It's a new day and age.
Oh yeah, because I mean, like I don't know, like fucking we said, like you want more representation of certain groups, so it's not as like.
But don't you think it would be better received if one of the kids were like
in a
gay,
kid
right?
Show, though, in a kid show, that's what I'm asking. In a kid show, in a kid show,
there's no more representation like in like other shows, bro. Even though I still feel like why the fuck do you got to do that? But cool. But like in a kid show, why the fuck are we introducing homosexuality?
Because they're trying to teach. They really trying to. I see what Froob is really saying. I honestly see what he's. It makes perfect sense. With like, I don't know.
Well, explain it to me because I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
No, I understand perfectly what Froob is saying.
I really don't see what's so wrong with that though.
But that doesn't.
Can I say something really quick? Because I think that there's a big difference between how I didn't watch the episode, right? But I think that there's a big difference between like because like I feel like from what I saw, like the 1 minute clip, it seemed fine to me. Like it was just showing a wedding between like two dudes, right? Like I think it would be a little bit different if it was like fucking like. They
was tonguing each other down.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like they were like making out on like a bench or something. And then I'd be like, all right, what is going on here, right? But
it's been a while since I've seen Arthur, but I don't think they've ever showed a marriage at all, like
other than his parents.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like an.
Did they show his parents get married?
No, they never showed no weddings. So like the fact that they did show that one is.
I mean, I get both sides. I do. I get both sides, but it's. Would something like this lead you to having a conversation with your kid? Would your kid ask about this?
Yes. I mean, when your kid asks, you don't have.
Yes, no, they would 100%.
And the thing is,
those two men get married. What's that about, Dad? And then you have to hit them with.
Yeah,
it's not up to you. That's up to you how you handle that.
Because the thing is, my son, he's 8 and he's never asked about shit like that. Because I mean, honestly, it's not a lot.
That nigga's a kid. He's not worried about that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a kid. It's like he's so focused on other shit. Like why the sexuality is the furthest thing from his mind. You see what I'm saying?
Has he seen any of that shit?
No.
The most.
Okay, then that's probably why he hasn't asked.
The most that my girl has ever done is like we were at the grocery store one time and she saw a dude wearing some girl clothes, some small shit. and she just looked like in disgust, like what the fuck is that?
Oh,
And
damn.
then she's I mean, I'm describing the look that was on her face.
Okay.
Like she was like fucked up by that shit. She was like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" And then like I saw her face, and I was waiting for the question. And then she like looked at me, and then she whispered, "She's like, that boy has on women's clothes."
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know what's funny? Kids do know gender roles. Because one time I was talking to my little sister, and I was like, "Yo, you cute." I was like, "We all cute." She was like, "Well, you're not cute. You're handsome because you're a man."
Yeah.
And she was like
Exactly.
6 or 7 years old.
No,
Like, kids do.
Well,
know.
that's the
So on
thing.
some Nickelodeon shows, right? I remember now they have where they be joking around and they dress up as like a girl to kind of like break into something, right? To kind of trick somebody. And I've seen kids watch it. It's a joke. It's kind of like, oh, okay, that's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's just dressing up like a woman. So when, say if my son sees someone dressed up like a woman, they think, oh, they're just like being funny.
Look at that
just-
clown.
Well,
Oh, yo,
Nah, but
no.
Brago, that's not even
I'm
the
joking.
same. That's
I'm
not the
joking.
same.
No.
That's not the
But the thing is, he doesn't. He's not associating it with sexuality and like men and women and like men and men being together. Like he's not at the age where like he has to like think about shit like that.
I understand what Froob is saying, bro, but like let kids be kids, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Just let them niggas be kids.
I think it could be a bit more organic where you could have maybe a kid on the show have like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe explore that storyline.
But that's what Brago, that's what I'm saying. Do the same thing as like a Degrassi.
Right. You have the
or,
kids explore it.
Like, yeah, let the kid, bro.
Wait.
I feel like that
Wait. Y'all don't want a like a
Y'all don't want a
grown
grown
man
man?
No,
But y'all
nigga,
want
when
a
we're talking,
kid-
bro, when we're
y'all
talking
want
about a
kids
kid,
exploring
when
their
we're,
sexuality.
bro,
No.
when I'm talking about a kid, I'm talking about like
Arthur in high
14,
school?
No, Arthur's not in high school. That nigga's in elementary.
Yeah,
Is he?
He never grows up, dog. He never grows
never
up.
I thought by now this nigga was like
It's the same thing
this nigga Ash.
by now.
This nigga Ash.
Doctor.
I thought this nigga was in high school by now.
Nah, it's the same shit as Pokemon. Nah, I'm not advocating.
In that case,
kids.
nah. In that case, nah.
I'm saying, like, bro, if there's gonna be homosexuality references in the show, let it be from a standpoint where the kid can like learn from it, and explore it a little bit, like, and a lens that they can relate to.
I don't think Alabama should have banned it, right? Because I don't think it's that.
I think they should.
I don't think it's that deep where you ban
They
the
should have.
We're not having a gay rat wedding.
like. And they said Mr. Ratburn he's in a rat. Or the thing is the other thing wasn't a rat.
He's an aardvark or something.
Yeah, like
So it's like it's not a gay rat wedding. It's like they're wrong.
they said, fuck all that.
And somebody's like semantics.
At the end of the day, I think we're all in consensus that it's too early. Like, it should not be in a kids show. It's not the fact that they're showing it. It's just not being a kids
But the
show.
thing is,
I'm like half and half.
but do we feel this way because we're straight?
Do I feel that way?
Oh, because most of us
No.
are straight.
No, because
Yes.
like even when I was a kid, I wasn't like thinking about sex. Like at 8 years old.
I don't believe you, dude. I
don't believe you.
Wait, so you were thinking about sex at 8 years old?
Froob was banging milfs.
What I'm trying to say, dude, when we were kids, we were so fucking homophobic, bro. We were calling each other faggots and everything like that, and anything to do with fucking being gay. It's like, ew, gay, blah 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 blah. Dude, that shit.
When we were younger, and not even at 8, it was a little bit older than that. But when you did something bad, it was like, yo, that's gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you guys disagree with that? Like,
No, I agree.
No, that was happening. Yeah, for sure.
We played Smear the Queer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
I actually know what you're talking about,
We
Dre.
definitely played Smear the Queer.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Bro,
You don't know Smear the Queer?
Brago, it's throw a tackle. Brago, it's throw a tackle. It's throw a tackle. Brago, it's throw a tackle. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what throw a tackle.
Someone has a
Nah,
football in
nah.
their hand. Everybody
Bro,
goes.
someone has a football. they run down from end zone to end zone until they're tackled. Whenever they get tackled, they throw the ball up in the air, and then
the new person catch it.
So on and so forth.
Why was it called smear the queer?
Smear the queer.
Don't worry
because
about it.
whoever has a ball is a queer. Like
What?
that's what it
The
was.
toxicity of children.
What was it? Like there's three different
what
words.
the fuck that meant. We just like
back then it's like you're so ignorant to it.
That's just what the fuck it's
Back
called.
then, we didn't believe in
all
gay
I'm trying to
people.
say,
That was a
like,
myth.
a lot of that shit is already like fucking being like I don't know,
Embedded.
talked. Yeah, I guess embedded if you want to say that. Like while you're really young, so it's like,
Yeah.
That's
I feel like it's inescapable at this point.
The
so.
show is like a countermeasure to go combat all the homophobia.
okay.
Fuck all that, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a combat.
I feel
Man, I
like
used to like Arthur.
this is always gonna be something that comes up as we transition like to this era of acceptance. For
These
everybody.
niggas need to get out their fucking feelings.
But one thing
man.
we talked about was where when Avengers when they used women and they brought all the women to the forefront as like quote unquote empowerment. So let me flip that real quick. Like, what if they had a moment where they brought Don Cheadle, right? Black Panther, right? And then he threw what's her name? The green chick. He threw her in there because she's a black chick, quote unquote. And it's like they have like a black moment.
Force.
I feel like it was.
That was Black Panther. No,
That's a Black Panther movie, Froob.
So
Froob's wild.
I didn't feel like it was anything wrong with the woman scene, but like I did feel like it was forced. I was like, yeah, y'all went out of y'all way to like literally get all the women characters, even though I respect like all the, like Scarlet Witch is hard, like Okoye is hard.
It made me just like it took me out of the movie for a second.
No, yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I was like, y'all literally went out of y'all way.
It took me out of the movie. I was like, come on, really?
I went to go see that with my brother. I went to go see that movie with my brother, and he was like, "Yeah, that shit like kind of ruined the movie for me." I'm like, "I don't know, I wouldn't go that far."
It didn't ruin it, but it took me out of the
cool.
movie for a little bit. I was like, "What? Why? Like, what?" Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. Let's just.
I was like, bro, you already had Captain Marvel doing her thing. We seen Okoye do her thing. Scarlet Witch is fucked up. Everybody.
Yeah, I think that it's better when you have the woman just showing off like.
Valkyrie was doing her fucking thing. It was like we already saw the women doing their thing. So to have a segment where all the women just conveniently got together and was like, yeah, we got it for a second.
This entire battlefield, all the women are together at this point.
Yeah, well, the thing there is you're breaking the immersion by making it not feel natural.
Exactly.
It's just like what you would do whenever you're writing, where it just feels like things are put into place just for the sake of putting out a message there.
Yes.
That's when you're crossing the lines between like a medium of art and political stances, and that's where things get
it removes you from the movie for a moment where you're like, what?
Right.
Okay.
Just like if you watch Black Panther, bro, like the women in there were so powerful, like the Dora Milaje, like they didn't feel forced. Like literally, nigga, it was just strong women, and they was doing a fucking thing.
I'm so glad Drizzt just said that because I've been thinking something very similar to that, but I've never been able to put it into words until now. So it's like, yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Another thing, have you guys seen the Batwoman CW?
Yeah, that has like 300,000 dislikes,
and you know why it has that?
That shit was so cringe.
It has it because they're doing the same thing. They're doing the exact same.
The thing is, I don't understand why, because Captain Marvel literally got blasted for that agenda, and they're doing it again with this. I don't know why. It's like they didn't learn.
It's like,
hey, bro. Hey,
wait, is this a movie or a?
It's a series.
Okay.
I'm sorry to do this. But like, I just want to say something real quick. I forgot how deep fucking Full Metal Alchemist like was. I just wanted to say that.
It goes there.
Like, yeah, bro, it definitely fucking goes there. Because I was like, I was watching this shit just now. I'm like, yo, I don't remember this shit. I've only watched Full Metal Alchemist like 2 or 3 times, and whenever I watched them, like that shit was like back when I was in like high school. Yeah,
that's on the rewatch list.
That shit will definitely have your conscience gripping and squirting.
Nah, I need to go watch that shit again, bro, because like I just fucked with what they were talking about, like the truth and shit.
Yeah.
How like they were pretty much saying like there's no God.
But a lot of that, it like what you said, Matt. When I go back and watch some Disney movies, they do a lot of that shit too.
Yeah, like bro, if you just look at like Disney shows, like bro, a lot of them was ahead of their time.
It's a lot of grown concepts in there that you don't catch, obviously.
Bro, like
you're a
go
child.
back and watch Arnold, bro. Arnold, I didn't appreciate Arnold when I was younger, bro.
Yeah.
I look at Arnold now and I was like, bro, this shit is fire.
Do y'all think now today?
Why does that sound so familiar? What is Arnold?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Oh,
Hey, Arnold.
I was like, what Arnold? I never
Like
heard
they
of
talk
that.
about like good ass concepts, bro. Like
talking
watch
about
if
football head?
anybody has a chance, bro. Go watch Arnold now, and I promise you're gonna have a bigger.
Go watch Arnold and watch the Birdman episode. That's a really good episode.
Yeah,
Like didn't they cover like abuse?
they covered all that shit.
Yeah, they covered abuse. They covered like alcoholism and shit like that.
Bro,
And
even
Arnold.
if you like just older shows in general, bro. Like with That So Raven, bro. They covered like racism, like all that shit, bro.
Well,
like,
yeah, Raven was a good ass. I think Boy Meets World is still probably one of the best shows.
Hey, bro.
that I've
Even
ever
the shit
watched.
that they was even exploring homosexuality with
Bruh,
Girl
Boy
Meets
Meets World was real as fuck.
Girl Meets World was actually cool. They kind of took it down.
Oh, when they went. That's the sequel.
Nah,
right?
you're crazy, Corey. That shit sucked.
No,
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't trash, bro.
Yeah,
It wasn't as good as Boy Meets World, but it wasn't trash.
Corey in the House was the better sequel.
But no,
also covered that as well.
Boy Meets World made me naive, thinking that you really gonna have one girlfriend for your whole life and shit.
Wait,
Don't
Corey,
go like
you
that.
actually didn't like Corey in the house?
No, I
How does Corey not like Corey in the House?
I'm saying.
Wait. You didn't like Corey in the House?
First off, bro, he didn't have
Uncultured ass
I haven't seen that anime.
What, Corey?
He didn't even have an E in his name, so he's a basic ass Corey.
Nigga, Corey in the House went hard, bro. You
Why
Wait.
name the Corey in the House
That's-
is an anime?
that's Disney. That's Disney's first spin-off series.
Bro, that don't mean it was good.
Bro, that hoe was fire.
From what I can remember, that is the first one.
That is
was-
the first one.
I can't think of one before that.
That's the
Wait,
first one.
have you
bro.
guys seen? Well, I was thinking of Mulan today.
Wasn't
How
Lilo
how would
and Stitch
Mulan
a
be
series
received
of
today?
spinoff?
What?
Mulan would be fire.
Well, it would depend. If it was directed in the same way it was directed whenever it was made, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But if it was directed today, there would be forced messages in there with the execution is what really matters. Yeah, actually, I was listening to Mulan Reflections, like
Yeah.
the song. That song is so dope. Honestly, I was listening to it. It's so good.
Because you know with Mulan, it's like they had that whole song, "I'm gonna make a man out of you,"
Right.
where it's like
That
from
slaps.
Mulan, they were saying that you can't be strong unless you're a man. Where I feel like they kind of covered it towards the end when they kind of said, "Well, she's a woman and she still did fucking amazing
right.
shit," right?
A
But-
woman could be valuable, and like a woman could do just as much as a man. If not more.
Right, but I feel like people would still try to kill it because of the message initially. But I feel like they wrapped it up really well because initially it was like women had a role, right? They go to this woman and they tell them if they can cook well, if they can fucking serve well, and all this shit, and that's your role as a woman. And then you get married off and shit. And all the men they go off to war and they fight, and they're the fucking people that make the decisions. So I feel like initially people will fucking kill it, but I think Mulan was fucking.
No, Mulan
Dope.
is one of my favorite Disney movies of like all time. Like my top five.
It's in my top. It's
think
top 3 for me with The Lion King and.
I would think like that Hercules, if you count Hercules, I guess.
Hercules is my favorite.
You know something?
Yeah,
that-
Hercules is up there.
I like
Hercules
Lion
is
King more than
definitely
Hercules. And some
Hercules, Incredibles, and Mulan. Not in that specific order.
Hercules, Incredibles. I love Incredibles, but you know something I like, but a lot of people it's not talked about a lot. Atlantis.
Oh no, that hoe was fire, nigga. Even like
I
the
don't think I've ever
toys
seen
and like
You never seen Atlantis? Oh man,
bro, Atlantis is hard, bro.
Atlantis
Atlantis
is dope.
is kind of mature.
Bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen like 90% of these movies. What the fuck you guys?
I
are
know
talking
the name Atlantis, but I'm trying
Atlantis-
to
Atlantis, like
Atlantis
I think Atlantis
hard,
just
nigga.
I watched it recently. And
About
yeah.
Have you guys seen Treasure Planet? I think that
Yes.
movie was actually pretty
Yes,
good.
I've seen.
I've never
I've
seen that.
never-
I've never seen that either.
Did you? I had a theory
What?
about like just how like history has been, and even with watching the recent Game of Thrones episode and what they talked about with Tyrion having such an impact and him not being in the book of history at all, right? Like, and I was thinking about William Shakespeare, and I was like, was this nigga stealing stories, man?
Yeah,
Because
that's what
It's just like what,
William Shakespeare wasn't even like a person.
it's like a collection of, you know what I'm saying? Because when you think of William Shakespeare and they say like he's the inventor of literature, blah blah blah, it's just like one person being just so influential is almost unbelievable. And of course, with history, you just know what's available.
I don't know about that because you can go to like music, for example, right? With like like Mozart and like Beethoven and shit like that.
No, but I feel that way with like a lot of things, not just Shakespeare. That's just one example.
Brago, you know what they say about history? It's written by the victors. So
that's what I'm saying.
So yes, there is Shakespeare. But if like say another side, like what is Shakespeare? He's English, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so like just say like something maybe like the Englishmen weren't the first to like do all.
You're trying to say he Thomas Edison someone?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like every time we talk about like literature, it's just like Shakespeare. I'm like, this nigga.
Well, I mean, to the contrary, it all depends. There have been debates about Shakespeare for centuries, and there's still no defined answer because it was too far back in time. But I mean, you do have people like Nikola Tesla, who is probably the greatest inventor of all time. He's probably like one of the most important people in history. Oh yeah, he got hit real hard, and he also he got stopped from doing a lot of things because he had a ridiculous amount of patents.
What did he do?
I mean,
Tesla coil.
Yeah, like the coil is electricity. He also wanted to make all electricity across the planet free.
Oh yeah, that's why they got that nigga the fuck.
They're like, oh hell no, nigga, what?
Like, oh, you got too much tip on your lip.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah. If you do some research about Tesla, you'll realize that he was like a genius, way ahead of his time.
It's just interesting how like and even One Piece kind of explores this as well, as far as like based on the history, whoever wins is the victor, and like whatever they write down in history, that's what we kind of.
I don't know, Brago. I think I just have a fundamental different like perspective on things because I don't know. I just feel like there are some people that are just like so amazing that it's just like unfathomably to believe, right? Because it's like you can even go to like someone like Albert Einstein to where like his fucking like he had like theories that he created that are like being proven to this day, like, and it's like fucking insane.
Did he have assistants?
No, not really. No.
Well, then you have people like Alexander the Great, who's like the greatest conqueror of all time.
I feel like
Genghis Khan too. Like that shit's fucking nuts, dude.
So okay, compare that to today. Move that like let's scale it forward to today.
Fucking what's his name? The Amazon dude. What the fuck is
Drake?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good.
Wait, so you think he did it all by himself?
Well, I mean,
I don't think nobody does it all by
But that's my point.
So you think there's
like these businessmen? They are ridiculously smart, though.
So you're trying to say there's a Wozniak to Shakespeare?
Of course.
Okay.
Just like maybe 30 years.
I feel like with any great man, with any great person that's so exemplary, it's always somebody or a group of people in the background that supported them that don't.
I think there's a difference
30 years from now, niggas are gonna be saying Drake is arguably like the best artist of all time, but they're not.
The thing is, the difference with today though, it's like everything is recorded today.
Yeah. But they not for the other guy.
No, but the thing is, everything is recorded today. So like people that are great, they're always gonna have kind of like stains on their record because every stain is recorded in history. It's not like back then where it's like if it's written, it's written.
Even though the stain is there, like it doesn't like it could be diminished based off of just like how big the legacy is. Like let's say for instance, if KD gets like 3 more rings before we
still gonna remember what he did though. It's all documented.
Like it's not even our generation. Let's say 2 generations ahead, and niggas talking about, oh yeah, KD was the best player ever. Like, or like say for instance, how we talk, the niggas say, oh, why don't we talk about Bill Russell? He has 11 rings. Well, that nigga only had 8 teams in NBA. We don't talk about that.
But that takes away from it though. People mention that all the time. That's why he's not up there with like the MJs and shit.
I think the closest that we have right now to go like to say that someone did it all by themselves is like Elon Musk.
Oh.
Shut up.
Maybe
LeBron, probably. Nah, the closest is I think is Elon Musk from where he's gone and like exactly what he's done from going from PayPal to Satellite City to going to SpaceX and to going into Tesla.
That is true. Elon Musk is a pretty good example. He's like going through so many different. Like,
I think in like when the future is told, I think he'll be one name that stands out as someone that did a lot. Like kind of how there's Edison, there's Tesla, there's all these other people. I think Musk will be another name. I think that's our generation's like Edison.
I feel like just with humanity in general, it's been proven so many times that like with great people, it's always on the shoulders of, great people as other great people that don't get.
Recognition. Like the Britishman who actually figured out evolution at the same time as Darwin, but Darwin got credited.
Exactly. And that happens time and time again. It happens today. Yeah, like, that's like basically what fucking this America is in a way, where it's like you have your employees that do all the fucking work, and then you have the fucking managers who basically take all the credit for the work because their employees is working. They're the names that get recognized. Yeah. That's just like a different system.
Well, it depends. It's not always the case. There are genuinely just like amazing people in the world, and
there definitely are. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's
also different comparing it to the past, because in the past there was a lot more to accomplish as a society.
Yeah.
For one person.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you fucking look at like Isaac Newton, dude. He like literally, like, it just blows my mind when I think like this dude like created calculus. Like, how does that even like how the?
Well, I mean, he didn't actually create calculus.
He's not the calculus guy. He's the gravity guy.
Or wait,
not even. No, people prove. No, that's what he's credited for, but he didn't actually. People did that way before he did.
Okay, well, whatever. But regardless, he was fucking insanely smart. So it's like,
yeah, he was insanely smart.
I feel like it'd be dope to go back to those moments in history, see exactly what the fuck happened, and I guarantee you, like, all of those stories be fucking different than what they said.
Like, that nigga wasn't like
that. Nigga didn't do that. Like, that wasn't him.
I mean, like, I don't know, because when you're like trying to tell a history, like, it always the story always changes, and then like the further the age goes, you kind of want to cling on to some like supernatural being that you had in your generation.
Wasn't there a Cartoon Network show like that where it was like Abraham Lincoln from like the past and shit?
Yo, my bad, y'all.
You're good.
Well, the thing is, Brago, like,
Corey, there was.
When they kept going to the past and shit,
Yes,
and it was like
there was.
that shit wasn't like.
Nah, it's just something I thought about when I just thought about like humanity.
That's crazy you thought about that shit, because like I was talking about my sisters with the same thing about like religion, and you can like in religion that's brought up actually a lot, because like depending on who did this first, or who kind of like won a certain war, they get to dictate what actually happened.
Yeah,
and like in terms of religion too.
Yeah, and I feel like in a way humanity has kind of changed, where back then people were trying to create legends and have things etched in history forever, where now we try to break down people. Whereas like
it's called Time Squad.
Like we try. What's that?
That's Abraham Lincoln.
But Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, but now every great person that we see, we try to break it down. We're like, that nigga ain't that nice. We got to find something about them.
I mean, those are haters though, because think about it this way. Michael Jordan, when old people talk about Michael Jordan, they literally say like nothing bad about him. They're like, oh, Michael Jordan wouldn't have done what LeBron did. And that's because they're holding on to their player. They don't want to let go that they have the best in their generation. Just like in our generation, once LeBron once there's a new guy, say Zion becomes a new guy, and we're like the LeBron generation, we're gonna hype up to LeBron. We're gonna hype up LeBron to even more than he is now. It's just about like waiting for the generation to pass.
I think social media plays a big part into a lot of this. Like,
in what way?
The fact that like what Brago said, how people be trying to turn people down or tear people down.
Yeah.
People don't have shit to do. And bro, look, I'm just being dead ass, bro. Like, people don't have shit to do. So they see some greatness or they see something good, like that reminds them, oh damn, I'm not doing this with my life, or I'm not doing So it's like, okay, cool. Like turn it like try to tear you down to make myself feel better.
Oh, dude.
Go ahead.
Well, I what I'm about to say is about to change the subject, so just finish if you need to, because it's slightly on the same topic but a little bit different.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I genuinely don't think that people would have hated this Game of Thrones season as much as they did if it wasn't for social media.
That's a fact,
bro. So Froob,
bro, but that's everything.
So Froob, like one of the reasons why I haven't talked about it yet is because I kind of muted like a lot of the Game of Thrones shit just because I really enjoyed the last episode, right? Like, forget all the shit that happened the season and like how they could salvage it. I feel like that's the best way they could have done it. So I really enjoyed the episode. But like as soon as I went on Twitter, you had like haters. Everybody like
D&D that D&D.
I was like, oh my god, this is.
Yo,
it's just I hate.
Go ahead.
Well, no, because here's the thing, and it's like I'm glad we have Drizzt in here because I was going to use him as an example because like you have someone like Drizzt, right, where he has like these like retarded standards for fucking like TV shows to where he or not TV shows but just like literature and movies and shit like that in general. Where, like he like really enjoys like the extremely well written shit, and then he'll criticize the shit to the end. But like you have people out there to where like they're like, oh, dude, this Game of Thrones season is one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen, and then they'll like go and like watch like fucking like The Flash or like fucking like Corey, and like be like, yo, this shit is the most fire shit I've ever seen, and it's like, yo, come on. Or like to give an example, like One Piece, for example, right? So we had that thing, and everyone in the chat was like shitting on it. It's like, dude, you guys are like all like, if you want to give this much of a standard, like you shouldn't be watching One Piece, right? Like I love One Piece, but it's like, I don't know. Like you're giving like the shit. You're being way too critical of it.
Yeah, bro, I feel like they're just like nitpicking.
Play devil's advocate for a second, but I also think you're kind of taking away from the investment that fans feel they deserve for a series.
But I think the equivalent, right, of what people are doing with Game of Thrones in this season would be the same thing as like that the reviewers would do the same thing that reviewers did with Naruto. Bro, there was a point in time when Naruto was like literally one of the best series ever, and then slowly but surely, namely the last arc, the Fourth Great Ninja War, and a couple of things leading up to that, people would shit on Naruto.
Yeah, you know what's crazy
like,
for me?
But that became the popular thing to do.
Yes, exactly. That became the popular thing to do, and that's what happens normally towards the end.
And even with fire shit, people would say still hating on it.
Yeah, but like this is the thing because like there's like the reason why I know it's hate is because like a lot of these criticisms aren't like genuine criticisms. It's like some of the things that they're saying is just like it doesn't even make sense, right? So like
Froob, that shit happens with every series.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying like it was like amplified for Game of Thrones to like the max degree. Like I've never seen anything like it in my life.
It's just so popular.
Like, one example like I saw was like people were saying like, oh, Jon Snow, he has a claim to the throne, blah 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 blah. Like he went through the entire season, but of course he doesn't get the throne, right? And people are saying, oh, this is shitty writing because they're just trying to do things unexpected. But like literally the entire point of like that final scene with like, or not the final scene, but like close to the end was that they were trying to say that like birthright shouldn't like make
determine
it should be like kind of like a voting system between the houses.
And I saw people saying that like Jon Snow's like last name and his lineage that played no part in the story. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like you think?
Yeah, that was like the entire.
That was the whole. Yeah, that's why him and Danny had tension in the first place.
Yeah.
Y'all should have probably dropped like a spoiler warning or some shit. Just hey, but whatever.
Hey man.
No, I'm talking about for the people. I'm talking about for the people that are watching.
I mean, we haven't said anything major yet.
I'm not gonna go
like
watch
damn
that
near
shit.
a week, dog.
I'm not gonna go watch that shit. That shit just it's
I think
really good.
It's fantastic, but I just social media sometimes just it takes you out.
But that's the gift and the curse of social media.
You're right.
Like,
I saw some dope ass memes.
you think whenever like some shit happens in Wano, I'm gonna go on the internet and be like, oh well, let me see what these niggas gotta say. No,
unless it's hype. If it's hype,
like for one, recency bias is so bad these days. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, hold up. I want us to get this done before the chapter comes out because I feel like it's coming.
Yeah, can I just say one more thing on the thing really quick, and then we can
pause. Go ahead, Froob.
No, I was just gonna say like the thing with Game of Thrones is that it was like. I think that the last season was underwhelming compared to my expectations, but I just had like so insane expectations for the ending that I got disappointed from it, right? But I still think like as an overall series, it was like it's like undisputably like top 5. Like I don't know.
But what I was saying, people saying like, "Oh, I wasted 8 years of my life," or something.
Come on, that's crazy.
I was like, "Come on, you didn't." Regardless, say you didn't enjoy this season, those 7 seasons before you enjoyed the shit. And it's like at the end of the day, it's just like you had a good time with it. The last season you enjoyed, it is what it is.
Question: If One Piece,
exactly,
ends,
you enjoyed the first 7 minutes. What's up?
If One Piece doesn't end, if One Piece doesn't end in a good fashion, right? Would y'all feel like you've wasted like years of your life away?
I would tell people to look around them, and think back to what your life would be without One Piece.
Yeah. But I would be disappointed if that shit ends trash.
Right? Think back to like the relationships you built because of One Piece.
I mean, in terms of like the story, if it didn't end up like at least satisfying, or we didn't get like what you kind of wanted,
it's still not a waste of time.
In terms of story only, it might be a little bit disappointing. But like outside of One Piece, like from the people you've met, like we wouldn't be in this podcast right now if it wasn't for One Piece.
God, even those moments like when Luffy lost the whole crew and the speech with him and Jinbei, that shit.
This shit still hit. Yeah, it's like this. So it's
whether the show is trash or not.
Yeah, at the end, like Naruto's a perfect example. Like I don't give a fuck what anybody says about Naruto. I fucking love Naruto because of the moments that I had with Naruto.
Facts.
Like. Fucking some of the best openings ever, some of the best moments ever. Like nobody's gonna ever.
Some of the best fights
from Naruto and.
Well, here's the thing: like, if One Piece's ending was trash, I'd be pretty upset. But like,
I'd be upset too. But like,
it's the thing: the ending of Game of Thrones wasn't trash. It was just like an average ending, in my opinion.
Part of it is Froob. People didn't want it to end.
There's bias
because there was still some meat on the bone.
Well, I think it's almost impossible to avoid bias in this topic because you're talking from bias from two sides.
Yeah. Because I was extremely biased with the way they did Jon Snow, and I fucking hated it.
But the thing is that I feel like with that was perfect for Jon.
Was it though?
It's perfect for Jon.
Why give him like all these crazy storylines?
We mean example.
Him being Aegon Targaryen.
That played into his tension with bro. Literally, he's
true king of the Seven Kingdoms. Then he gets turned to Night's Watch.
No. But he's a king of the free folk now.
I mean, is he really?
Yes.
He is, but
he is the new Mance Raider.
But that's not what we want.
No, but throughout the series,
that's such a shit like trope.
No.
That's a bronze medal.
No, Ali. That's the thing. That goes back to people, right? And something that Drizzt would want as a prize, I wouldn't want, right? For Jon, the crown wasn't the prize. The crown was like the fucking devil to him. Like he would not want that shit. He would hate being king. And for Jon, the best moments we've seen him have is beyond the wall. Even when he was at Winterfell, he felt so out of place around his actual family. He wanted to go to the wall. So it's like for him, at the end of the day, he fucked his first bitch beyond the wall. He had like some of his best friends beyond the wall. Ghost was beyond the wall. Like he was just meant to be beyond the wall.
I don't know about some of his best friends. You could say like one. Ed and Sam and those guys. Those were his best friends. He met them. Those aren't over the wall.
No, he met them there.
Yo, that's a cold.
Damn, Gintama's ending June 10th.
Gintama been ending like 10 years now. I don't
I thought Gintama was supposed to end like 2 years ago.
Like I've heard that shit so many times.
That was a troll.
Yeah, this is a troll too.
Nah, this one's not a troll.
And I heard Seven Deadly Sins was a troll as well.
But what did you say you wanted to get to before food?
Oh, I want to get to some of the questions because I tweeted it out. We got a lot of questions.
Yeah, you got to introduce Drizzt first.
Oh, great. Drizzt, welcome to the podcast, man. Appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
Appreciate that.
Drizzt, we didn't have that conversation, but it's all good.
Yo, I didn't even ask you guys how you been. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. How you guys doing, man?
It has been a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been like a couple days. Relax.
Yeah,
I've been on that solo level.
It was a couple days. When did I talk to you guys? I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
Bro, it's been a couple of days. Anywho,
I haven't talked to y'all niggas in a minute.
The chapter just came out.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I knew this would happen.
We didn't get to no questions.
Let's answer a few real quick because I even had topics that I wanted to get to. You guys heard about
you act like they're gonna be asking you questions, nigga.
What?
Let's just do like 10 minutes and then.
Nigga, I'm the man of these streets.
It's a bunch of like.
Ali, you were supposed to laugh.
No.
I
worry too much today.
I want to say this real quick. So this was a topic. I'd save this for next week about is committing suicide brave, and the reason why I brought this up was because
I'm gonna have to get serious on that one.
It's because one of my my high school reunion is coming up, right? Like 10 years in like this year. In like August, and it's crazy because somebody that I knew in high school, like we found out that they actually took their own life like earlier this week, and that shit was kind of crazy where it was just like the person didn't seem like the type that would do something like that.
Wait, it's your 10-year reunion?
I have a similar story.
Yeah.
One of my best
Brago,
friends from high school
what's the type that would do that?
Sometimes you see people that. Well, it's just like people that it seemed like they're going through it, right? Yeah, it's sad. Yeah. And the thing is, she had a great support system, had a lot of people around her. She was,
that shit happened to me, Brago. That shit happened to me in high school too, bro. You really don't know the type of people. Like on the outside, they might portray that.
But the thing is, it happened to somebody else in our class, right? But the thing is, it wasn't as surprising because they were always a loner. You know, they were kind of just.
Not saying Brago. Like,
right. With this person, they were
you're not surprised.
They were an athlete. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of popular. You know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of like out of nowhere.
The dude that was in my class.
Because
I'll get on that topic later because I also one of my best friends in high school actually committed suicide a year after he graduated. So
yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Drizzt, you gotta come back next week.
Yeah, you gotta come back next week, Drizzt.
Oh, we can just get into the shits now.
We gotta get to the chapter.
You know,
we already here.
Hold on, let's answer some of the questions.
All right.
Scarlett at Flashy Flash 100 asks, was Matt always a hoe?
Why was that real?
Nah,
there's no way that's a real.
No, that's a real. I promise that was a real.
Bro, nah,
I believe it.
He said, "Nah, I'm just playing." Real question: what's the best pickup line you use to get a girl?
Oh,
Send me up to the nice.
Matt's like looking through his catalog.
Okay.
The
Big booty bitches.
the smoothest thing that that I've done is I gave a girl my phone and was just like, "I'll call you." And
I did that. I did that shit too.
And it just made her laugh, and then I got her number.
Nah, but she took my phone home.
I didn't let the bitch take. I didn't let the bitch.
Nah, she didn't have a phone.
Now. That's wild, Brago.
She didn't have a phone.
Brago's lying.
No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
Brago's fucking lying.
Oh my
you give her
god.
like the Obama phone?
No.
This like, what kind of phone
listen, man. This was back home, right? This was like over 10 years ago.
Bro, Uganda crazy, bro.
This was over 10 years ago, right? I was a young boy.
They have phones in Puerto Rico.
Not that many, obviously, right? So we were talking, whatever. I was like, yo, I want to talk to you, whatever. So I was like, yo, I was like, yo, just. She's like, oh, I don't got a cell phone, and I can't accept calls from boys. You know, when you're younger, it's like your parents don't want you to talk.
Yeah. You gotta call the house phone.
Right, you gotta call the house phone. So I was like, yo, just take my phone.
Oh,
she's like, what? What do you mean take your phone? Just take my phone. I'll call you. I was like, but if you don't answer,
oh, you gave her the burner?
I gave so I can call on the burner from my house phone. You feel me?
Wow.
So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? It worked out.
The privileged ass motherfucker.
How?
That'd be funny if she was calling other niggas on your burner.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild. But it worked out. So yeah, that's something I did. Actually,
it worked out. The fun worked out.
I mean, huh?
You hit?
I don't know.
It worked out.
Is
that the girl that you married?
No.
That would be actually hilarious. So how did you and mommy meet?
Nah, that's wild.
I gave her the burner.
Nah, so that's something.
Yikes.
Alehh, yeah, that's the burner. Giving somebody.
I mean,
the burner,
this wasn't the best pickup line, but I mean, it was corny, and I had to just do something off the spot. But basically, we was at this like party, like this outside party. You know how it's called, like summer days. Do y'all got that?
No.
Wherever y'all, like
No.
basically after school ends type shit. It's like at your local like park or whatever. There's a party. There's like this big ass party type shit. So we was there.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And just like girls from all over the like area just come.
Oh shit!
And
they were like, I want some of that Alehh D. Yeah.
They said they want that trench boy Lee.
Nah, they don't want the trench. They don't want the trench.
Hey, Trench Boy Lee. That's a terrible name. Alehh, don't let this nigga call you that, dog.
This dude just be saying the corniest shit. Just let him rock. Dog.
We love him. We love it though. All right, next question. Why haven't you had a live discussion for Game of Thrones finale? I've just been taking.
You kind of answered that.
I've been taking it. Yeah.
Froob's been emotionally distraught.
Yeah. And they said, why have you not had a chapter review stream at Drizzt Froob land on Sundays?
It's all Lando's fault.
Yeah, when is Dressrosa coming up? Ever? Nah.
Hell nah.
We're gonna be in the studio in LA.
I'm gonna have an album out before he has an album out. Let's just say that.
No, you're not. And it said, and finally, why is Prime Ray beating that lava out of Prime Akainu?
Wait,
bro, what?
Akainu's not out of his prime though.
Wait, what was the question?
Why is Rayleigh beating Akainu?
What? What?
Prime. Why is Prime Ray beating Prime Akainu?
I mean, I don't know if you can make that argument.
Do you read the story?
I don't think he is, but
I think you can make an argument either, or it depends on when.
It depends. Yeah. I know a lot of people feel like Ray Rayleigh.
What do y'all call that shit? An extreme high diff fight? That's what that is.
I don't think it goes that far.
I think they call that you guys overhyping the ad.
Wait, what? You don't think, bro?
Brago, you tripping?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think. I think high diff, not extreme high diff.
Extreme high diff. That's what we had a consensus
Brago's
at.
fucking
Next.
wild.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
We're talking high diff as opposed to extreme high diff.
Wait,
Extreme high diff means they basically 98 overall, 99
didn't
overall.
Didn't it say Prime Rayleigh versus Prime Akainu?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm not doing that. That's
no. Wait. No. Right, seriously, what's the controversy with this?
The controversy is Brago said it's not an extreme high diff fight.
I just think it's high diff.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, high diff still high. I mean, high diff, high diff.
Yeah, high diff. But what?
I guess extreme high diff means like Akainu is crawling away as opposed to him walking away.
Facts.
I think he's walking away.
Is that the distinction between extreme high diff and high diff?
That's the official tier list.
Yeah, that's a tier list. Like for what's his name? Like for Akainu and Aokichi.
No, Brago. It's like the first Naruto fight versus Sasuke, where they both come in at the end and then he barely walks away. It's like that. But the only reason he won was because one wasn't going for the kill. You get me?
No way. Fuck out of here.
That's exactly how.
No way. But anyway, exactly One Piece is all about fucking semantics anyway. All right. They said, what's the biggest regret y'all have had?
Not asking out my high school crush.
Biggest regret.
I don't regret anything else.
So I guess it didn't work out.
No, she moved away.
Oh man,
it's hard to think about like regrets. Because
why do you gotta know?
I'm just trying to make sure you're seeing it.
Yeah,
Washington.
I gotta think of like some things I've like put into the back of my mind that I'm ashamed of.
I don't really think about my regrets.
Yeah, it's tough because if it's a regret, you try to bury it.
I can think of a couple things right away. I mean, I regret being a bad brother and a bad son.
Oh, goddamn, that's some fucking.
You okay?
That definitely tops my shit. I'm sorry.
I think about it a fair amount. So,
how do you feel like you're a bad son and or brother?
I mean, you want me to go into my backstory here?
We'll get Drizzt's backstory next week.
This dude Corey trying to prolong the episode.
A good topic.
We'll see.
Shut up.
That'll be a topic as well. But I regrets.
You gonna write this shit down?
I'm writing it down.
But I can't think of anything.
Regrets is tough because it's like it's so
many
things. You
probably regret not going to the gym.
Shut the fuck up.
I guess something like surface level. Like I regret not starting YouTube sooner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we go there, I regret not starting music a lot sooner.
Yeah.
I'll probably be signed or some shit right now.
Like, what about you, quietly?
I don't know, being able to drink a fifth of Hennessy without a problem.
Wait, what?
What?
I regret the fact that my tolerance is so high that I can literally knock back a fifth of Henny in like 3 hours by myself and just be walking
3 hours?
That's kind of wild.
I mean, I guess just like a general thing, I kind of regret not taking shit seriously up until like the past few years. I never took anything in fucking life seriously, and now a lot of the shit's coming to bite me in the ass. So I guess
I feel like a lot of us feel that way.
Yeah. That's like
like we didn't take shit seriously. We still don't.
I mean, you gotta learn. That's all. You can't really
that's why we're right here, dog.
Nah.
As Brand said, Froob, you were always where you were supposed to be.
Pretty much. Yeah, because if things changed, then we probably wouldn't be where we are right now.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
We know what it is then.
I plead the fifth.
I guess if I was to really think about it, I regret not going to early college in high school.
Oh, nah, fuck that. I don't regret that.
What?
What the fuck?
I understand that, though, Corey. I understand that.
I would have saved money and shit. I would have been done with school. I would have probably actually went to go get my master's and some shit.
Yeah. That's
because I wouldn't have been as burnt out.
Yeah.
The closest, the most. I say I regret running in this race that I probably shouldn't have run in. That probably fucked up a lot of shit for me, in a few down the line. That's probably one regret that I have.
Okay. All right. Let's say thoughts on the LGBTQ clothes for children in Target stores.
Oh God.
What?
Well,
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's a new topic. I gotta look more into that. We can
burn all that shit down.
Oh boy.
Burn what?
Burn the clothes.
Oh, okay.
Why is there LGBT LMNOP clothes for kids?
I mean, I don't know. I would have to see it.
I got do some research on that.
I don't know.
Right.
We need more context. We're talking.
All right, next question.
At BamD Shut-In said, "Is sucking your own dick gay?"
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes, because
That
you're
nigga
sucking
Ali
dick. You're
tried-
sucking dick. It's gay.
That's
Bro,
gay.
could you try to
Yeah,
shit,
it's
bro?
gay.
Ali,
Nah,
how
that's
is
not
that
gay,
gay,
bro.
bro? If
That's
you shoot
gay
Why
as
would I-
fuck.
is that not gay?
I'm not about to break my back
Yeah,
trying to
because
suck my
it's like
dick.
I mean,
saying that
you
fucking-
beat your own dick though.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like saying that fucking jerking your own dick's gay because you're fucking stroking a
No,
dick.
no. Jerking on your own dick isn't. Jerking
Look,
on your
look.
own dick.
Jerk on his Jimmy.
Look, as long as you don't swallow your own shit, it's not gay.
Why is that a distinction?
Okay, but that
Then, because when you swallow your own shit, then you kind of interested in some more shit. So
but
that's-
that-
What? That's like saying because you jerk your own dick, you're interested in jerking some other dick.
Oh,
might
well,
be.
look at that. It's about fucking time.
Hey, Ali, that's like saying that,
Wait, what are you saying, Corey?
I said, Ali, that's like saying if you
Jinx.
suck another nigga dick, it's not gay because he didn't come in your mouth.
That's right.
Wow.
No, fam, that shit is gay if you suck your own dick.
gay,
Like,
bro.
let's
Come on, fam.
get that out of the
Like,
way.
first of all, if
Shit's
any
gay.
of my guys ever told me that they did that shit, don't talk to me.
Hey, Steve,
Because that's not gay. That's just
Don't talk to
fucking.
me.
That's just fucking weird. That's just like you going out of the way to suck your own dick. What's wrong with you? I know
That's
Steve.
like-
I know Steve said he would if he could. He did say that. But,
bro, that's like saying it's not gay if you like enjoy fingering yourself in the ass because it's you. That shit gay.
That's not.
no,
I mean,
I don't think that's gay.
Why? Wait, come on. All right, explain to me then, Corey. Why is sucking your own dick gay?
Bro, why would you want to suck a dick?
Why would you want to touch a dick?
Got him.
Bro, touching your own dick and sucking your own dick are two
Do the
different.
same thing.
Yes, no, they're
man.
different.
You gotta touch your dick to piss. What?
If you get
Yeah,
a,
okay.
if you
Yeah,
get
and
a
you gotta
hand
suck your
job
dick to
and
suck
you get a
your dick.
blow job.
Yeah, you gotta suck a dick to suck a dick. You fool. That's gay.
All I'm saying is if I
All
can
right,
suck my own
let's
dick,
move-
I'm
let's-
giving myself the grapefruit technique. If you don't know what that is, look that shit
Oh,
up.
this is gay.
Ali is so gay. All right,
Look up the grapefruit
let's
test.
move on to some like more important questions. They said, what's y'all's stroke count?
I fucking knew it was gonna be something doom.
Wow.
Who
Who counts? Who
More
counts?
important question.
The stroke
I'll
count?
say this. I'll say what Muhammad Ali said. I don't start counting until it hurts.
What?
What?
Yo, quietly is playing around too much. As soon as I get in that hole, that counts. I don't even care if I just get
You
the
know,
head in
Ali
there.
got the 7
It all
strokes.
counts.
Stroke count. I don't know, man.
I don't count my strokes.
Yeah, there's no way you can count your strokes, fam.
You don't
Like, I
count
don't
your
know. Like,
strokes.
it'd be crazy.
You don't count.
If you count your strokes, you might not be getting a lot of them in. You gotta count them, you know what I mean?
Yo, it's. Oh, my bad.
All right, they said, would you choose to stop watching anime? Period for $1 million?
No.
Oh yeah, give me that money. What the
For
fuck?
how long?
Anime?
For how
No,
long?
period.
My life?
For your rest of your life.
Nah.
That's pretty difficult.
Nah.
Y'all tripping.
For bleaching
For $1 million, I think I could do that.
Oh, wait. Stop watching anime so I can still read manga? Hell yeah.
Yeah, bet.
You can't,
Yeah,
but no,
yeah,
you can't
that's
see
fine.
a GIF. You
Hey,
can't
with 1
see
mil,
a
I'll
clip.
make my own
Nothing.
shit.
No clips. No.
I don't
video.
watch anime now, so that's easy.
If you were to give me a rack right now, I'd stop watching anime. Motherfucker, $1 million? I'd do so much shit for $1 million.
We know, Ali. We know.
I would do so much for $1 million. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
You know what
Let's
I mean?
highlight the fact that last episode Ali did not know what the fuck a rack is, and now he's using it in his vernacular. Hey, shouts out to my boy Ali.
Rack City, bitch.
All
Rack.
right, damn, we got a lot of questions. Wish we didn't have to end this. They said, what hurts KD more, missing the finals and Warriors win it all, or he comes back but isn't fully healthy, ruins team flow, and Golden State Warriors loses in the finals?
The second one.
Definitely
The
the
second
second
one.
one. Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I
Fuck.
agree. The second one, like, yeah, because if they lose, like, it's worse.
If you're the sole reason your team
You
loses
like,
the
nigga,
finals,
just stayed out,
Yeah.
nigga.
They said, why do cops? All right, so I'm gonna alter this a little bit.
Oh damn, we never got into that cop shit. That
No,
you
well, next week we'll do that.
Yeah, next week.
They said, okay, do you guys have any secret hobbies or interests that we don't know about or that you don't talk about a lot? If so, what?
Yes.
I don't think we ever talk about gaming.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I don't know. I play a lot
Yeah,
of games.
Froob is a fucking raid legend, right? Like,
Pretty much.
we don't record all the time because Froob is always raiding.
That's facts. That's
Yeah,
facts.
guild.
Facts.
I
I
train.
get this shit, dog.
I train in Muay Thai here and there on occasion.
Fuck you.
It's therapeutic.
Actually, funnily
That nigga-
enough, if this question was asked to me in like a different forum, I would have said like fucking being on like anime YouTube channels and shit like that. No one fucking knows that I do this shit at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't think people know.
Somebody
Embarrassed of us?
says, well, send
Wait, you didn't even answer the fucking question.
Oh.
Yeah, dickwad.
Yeah, dumbass.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
fuck that.
There's nothing. So
Idiot. You're not interested in
Brago.
nothing.
Okay, I'll answer for Brago. Brago's a hoe.
He has a
on his
secret
side job in his other life.
even if
Brago has a collection of Tims that we don't know about.
That's facts.
That is
Yikes.
facts.
I don't own a pair of Tims anymore.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
whatever.
you.
I don't own a pair. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
whatever.
believe you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
but nah, I mean,
Say, hey, Brago, say
if
in
it's
here.
a secret, it's a secret for a reason though.
Brago, say in here.
In here? What? That's how you said to say it.
That's the say in here.
In here.
Get the fuck out of here.
In here.
What about Drizzt?
His
What about
white
you?
boy.
Drizzt, what hobbies you got?
Well, I game a lot too.
Okay.
Just like Froob, I play a lot of Smite. It's a MOBA.
All right, what about you, quietly?
I'm kinda afraid.
Nobody asked you.
Nigga, I wasn't.
Did anybody ask this guy?
Anybody else this guy? Yo, why is Corey always getting caught up in that shit? Like he's always getting caught up.
Yo, that's the funniest shit.
That shit gonna be funny. Todd knock his ass out.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
whatever.
Man, the same shit that you told me about beep is the same thing that I feel
Nah, fuck that. Ali gonna catch all
about
these.
Ali,
hoes.
bro. You ain't gonna touch my nigga Ali, dog.
Oh, okay. Well, both y'all niggas gonna catch these hoes.
Bro,
then.
we'll drop
you're about
you,
to get
nigga.
double teamed, dog, for this
Bet.
WWE championship. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me.
Something wrong with
Bro, y'all niggas are so
Anyway.
like each other.
Anyway,
Hey, that's my nigga, dog.
at send me meme says, "Dear Nagago, why is Froob so fat?" I don't know. I don't know if this
Do
is
you
one
want
of.
to answer that, Froob?
I don't know if this was one of Froob's like trolling.
Froob is the white quietly.
I don't know if this is one of Froob's trolling friends, so that's why I read it.
Oh my
Yo, listen,
God.
man. Let me know anything about your life. I'll roast the absolute fuck out of you.
Hey,
Let me answer the
that
question,
Froob
though.
said, that nigga Froob said, pull up to LA,
Pull up
nigga, and then he'll launch your ass like Luffy did Cracker, nigga.
He pointed at the flag.
He gonna do the fucking cannon to your bitch ass, nigga. Show you how fat he is, dog.
Show him how fat he is.
Yeah, if a nigga said I'm gonna show you how fat I am, if a nigga tells me I'm gonna show you how fat I am, I want no problems. You got it. I want no problems. I don't want to know how fat you are, bro.
Yo, Froob, you gotta get his ass.
Well,
But
that's
anyway,
wild, too.
all right. A lot of dope questions. Sorry you couldn't get to all of them. Because we had questions saying thoughts on the Eastern Conference Finals. Where do you see yourself at age 40? All this other shit.
Right around the corner.
Where I see myself at age 40, shit, probably fucking hoes on a island or some shit.
Facts.
At age 40?
Yeah.
I'm definitely still
You don't
looking for hoes at age 40. Shit.
At age 40.
At age 40, yeah, bro.
I don't know
Wifey
about
don't
hoes,
count.
but I'm definitely gonna give
Matt,
it to
you
women.
told me a week and a half ago you were tired of playing the game, and now you answered the question. You're just gonna start fucking up.
Whoa, Drizzt, whoa.
Exposed.
Whoa.
Exposed.
Oh my
Exposed.
Too much dip on your chip, dog.
Too much tip on his lip.
Hold
said
up,
that on-
what
you said
that
that on
nigga Brago be
the
saying? Too much dick on your lip, bro. Whoa.
Master J asks, are you actually going to read more than 2 questions this time?
Yep, we did.
Hey,
That's
I'd
such a hater, dog.
like
Yo.
to throw out. I'd like to throw out a fuck Master J.
Yo, Master J.
Whenever this pops up in the in the actual stream, I need the comment section. I need everybody in the comment section to say fuck Master J straight the fuck up.
Yo,
Straight
Master,
like that.
Master J been wilding on Twitter recently. Master J been doing some wild shit on
Bro,
Twitter.
Master J.
He has
Oh,
too much
with these
time on his
fucking
hands.
clips.
Master J needs to go find another fucking job. Okay.
Whoa.
Because that nigga is bullshitting.
Yo, listen, man. Me and Master J are in an alliance right now, so I can't say anything negative about it. But that corny Drake bars was probably one of the most fucking corny fucking tweet threads I've seen in my life.
Ever.
With all that, shout out to Master J.
So hashtag fuck Master J. Put that in the comment section, and then if you feel if you're feeling extra supportive, go ahead and tweet that shit out as well. Grove 129, fuck Master J, hashtag all that shit.
All right. I have to do that. So next week we got a lot of shit we got to talk about. We got to talk about Jason Mitchell from the Shy.
Oh my God.
We got to talk about joint bank accounts. We got to talk about Robert F. Smith. Or I guess Robert F. Smith. I talk about him now. He's the guy that basically paid for all the the Morehouse College graduates.
Oh yeah, I seen that on the news.
He paid off their tuition.
Yep.
And then we
2019.
also need to have that discussion between Drizzt and MattB.
Drizzt will be back next week, so we can kick it off with that discussion. So in the meantime, Drizzt, thanks for coming.
Congratulations, bro! You the first nigga to come back to back.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a
Yo, you know what's crazy about that? You know what's crazy about that? That means he had other niggas, but he didn't make them come back to back. Drizzt is the first one.
Now, Corey, you're the one that always turns around the gay shit though, when it's not gay. That was gay.
That was gay.
That was gay as shit.
He was like, Drizzt is the outlier. Like, damn, nigga,
you're the first person to come back. What, nigga?
Wow.
My hentai skills will pay off.
Drizzt, you're the outlier, man. The Van Gogh, the Shakespeare. Yo.
You my guy, Corey. You my guy.
I don't know you niggas.
Why Ali's supporting this? Like, yeah.
Well, Ali supporting me, but I got
exactly. You know what? Ali's supporting.
Ali, don't worry, bro. Whenever we get to LA, we're gonna set this nigga Corey up with a nice 3D. But
whoa.
That's like a
3D is a wrestling move. Y'all
I know what you meant.
Oh, I didn't know.
A 3D.
Who's gonna be the third one, Matt? Me, who?
No. Ali, come on.
I'm like 3D. I'm like, that's what they're calling it now. That's wild.
You, Brago, I get.
Hey, come on, relax.
I'm running all types of terminology.
Like Brago busters to the face.
Listen, the video.
Hey, that nigga Corey's gay. That nigga Corey just said he wanted to take a Bronco buster to the face. It's on record.
A Brago buster. What?
How you gonna lie to somebody? I'm on record, nigga.
Hey, I bet you niggas are gonna be on my side in this though.
No, you a hoe.
Hashtag Corey likes Bronco busters.
Yo, whatever that is, I want no parts. Yo, like the video, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next week.
No, don't like that shit, nigga.
Corey mad as fuck right now.